the podcast. That would suck. No, missed it. Oh, how bad can it be?
And here we see the elusive Mike Funisher Stefan poking a glass of wine for no apparent reason. I don't know what that accent was, though.
Bits in it. I think it's just part of the cork. Whatever. It's the worst that could happen.
Well, I'm glad we've started with that sentence. Right, hello, and welcome to the Ice Lounge podcast. My name's Sarah, also known as AGamerDraws, and there's an advert playing in my brain. There we go, I've got it. And I'm joined again by Mike Funisher Stefan.
Yes.
We're back on this channel. If anyone missed the last episode, it was on Michael's channel. You can find that in the little doobly-doo down below. So feel free to go and see that one, but first stay with us and say hi. I have a sniffly nose. I'm better, but I have a sniffly nose and I may sneeze at you all. I apologise if I do. I will try and mute it if I do. And I also have a brand new phone, which I don't know how to work, so if you hear weird noises, that's what that is. But yeah, hey.
Oh
How are
my.
you?
Good. Just I'm only half prepared. I'm just realizing the things I forgot. I gotta grab paper towels eventually. But that's okay. That's not hard to do. But yeah, good. It's fun, exciting. Have a good week.
Yeah, I saw a lot of other human beings, which doesn't happen very often.
Nice.
Yeah, I messed with the camera a little bit. Yeah, I hung out with my boyfriend's family for 2 days, and then hung out with a bunch of friends all of last night, and then woke up with the worst headache in the world, even though I didn't drink anything at all. But yeah, no, it was good fun. But I'm now like very tired, very peopled out, and now I am here to chat and chill. And then Glasgow MCM is this weekend. I think the real thing is I'm terrified of Glasgow MCM, so yeah.
It makes sense, you know. Big responsibility. What if everything goes wrong?
The thing is, I'll be on my own, and I've got to get a flight, and I've got to get in the hotel and not mess it up, and get to the table and not mess that up, and like all of my friends who I thought were going to be there are not going to be there anymore. Single tear. So yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. If anyone's down there, come and say hi and be nice to me and tell me my work is beautiful.
Yeah, they should do that. You command them to.
I command you to tell me I'm amazing.
Yes. It's important. It's the most important thing in the world.
No, but seriously, if anyone is down there, come say hi, because I'd love to chat. But yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun.
And just say that I'm amazing. They could just visit your booth and then talk about me too.
Yeah, I have a new phone, so I could actually record that. That would be amazing.
Yes.
I was going to say something and now I can't remember what it was. You like cut me off and now I can't remember what it was.
Sounds like something I would do.
That does sound like something that you would do.
Yes.
No, I can't for the life of me remember what it is, so I'm going to ignore whatever it was. If people want to know what we will be drawing today, we're doing an RGD as always. It is French Guy 94's piece, and the title is Hey RGD, could you draw my sister-in-law? If you go over to the Artist Lounge thread, which you will find at reddit.com/r/artist lounge, you'll find the thread there with basically the same title as the podcast's episode. The link to the RGD will be in there. Please post your artwork in there as well, because you can't post links in the YouTube chat because Google. So yeah, you can post stuff in there and then let me know that it's there so I can find it. I'll be watching chat. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone's art. I've been on like that's what it was. I've been struggling with art today, and it's because it's an MCM week. every time it's like, every time I've got a big convention coming up in about a week's time, I start to panic, but I don't realise that I'm panicking, and the first thing that happens is that I can't draw anything.
And you're like, this is when I need to draw the most.
Exactly, and I'm like, why won't my brain work? I thought I was good. So yeah, so I'm trying to catch up on a bunch of like art that I owe people from the podcast and stuff. But honestly, at the moment, I don't know how much I'm going to be able to catch up on it. Because obviously, I've been sick. I was away for like a couple months, so it was like on and off away. And then I've got Glasgow this weekend. So at the moment, I'm just trying to stay on top of paid commissions and get them all out. I want to get a few of them sent off before the weekend. And I just finished an accounting course as well, so I've been a bit of a busy bee. So I'll try and catch up with anything that I owe people. But at the moment, if it's something that wasn't paid for, then it's not a promise at the moment. It's more like, if I get it done, it'll be like a gift and be like, there you go, happy birthday. But I need to chill a bit at the moment, so. Oh, there's so many people in chat.
Really?
Yeah, we got 12 viewers at the moment. Lots and lots of peoples.
Nice little kickoff there.
Yeah. So you're doing something fancy today.
Maybe, maybe not. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm busting out the oils. I'm worried that I doomed myself already, because I'm just gonna paint on this old board that originally was gonna have a landscape on it, and I don't feel like painting that landscape anymore. So it's blue, but I wouldn't normally start a portrait with blue. Bad, because oils tend to work a lot off layering.
Okay.
Blue is probably going to make their face look really green. And the thing is now is if I lay down a bunch of another color, just flat out on top, it's going to be too much paint, too thick. So every time I put paint on top of it, it's just going to mud out. So I'm going to have to kind of paint thick and weird. I don't know if it's going to work. It might not work at all, but I kind of got tired.
What about Cause I've never used oil really, only except for that one little piece I did of Who Died. I
could tell some.
Why can't you stick with like the blue hue? Because the picture that we're doing is quite like icy, snowy.
Yeah. Well, those blue tones, I'm in luck. But the problem is lots of times when I work in oil, I prefer to just kind of layer it with how I would picture the root layers of the tones in their face to be, and then work from there. Mm-hmm. And most likely, if you were going to pick kind of a root tone to start someone's face, you wouldn't start with blue if you had to.
Yeah.
Having to do it with transparencies.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes like I don't know, they used to like publish books, but they would have like the yellow and then the thing, and then they put it together, and the way it mixes makes the colors. Normally, you wouldn't associate starting off with a strong blue
no.
to base. You know, you'd probably want to start with like a, in this case, maybe more of like a sort of sienna. I would rather have started with like a warmish brown, but oh well, whatever.
It's alright. It's an adventure.
Like the size of the board. I had other boards, but they were either black or white, and I didn't want to start a portrait on that, and I didn't like the size of them. So I'm gonna and this board's been driving me crazy. So I want to make it turn into something, or at least fail on it. I'll take either way.
All right, I'm gonna do like a swap over thingy thing.
All right, I'll swap over too.
There we go. Now I can draw. How exciting! So I might change the expression very slightly. I haven't decided, but I am in such a lazy mood today, I swear. I really am. So I might just make it easier for myself, but we'll see how we do.
You should allow yourself to make it easy.
Yeah, I'm going to be friendly to myself today, I think.
As you should. Oh, God. All right, paint. Oh, I need paper towels. You're on your own for a second.
Okay. I love how you just said hello in chat and then you leave. Let's see who's in chat. So we got Jen, Same Dog, Shmoodify, Foxtrot, Demand Man, Miguel. Wonder if that's supposed to be said Miguel. I don't know. Oh, Kelby Shrank. I apologize if I just annihilated that name. Says, try biting the tip of your tongue to stop a sneeze. I have had such a splitting headache for like 24 hours that at this point I want to let sneezes out because I feel like holding them in is making it worse. So if they happen, they're happening.
They're going everywhere.
They're like being a thing. I don't even have tissues next to me. I should have sorted that out, but oh well, life moves on.
It's been so long since I've painted in oil that not only is my paint dry, like there's a little bit of paint in there, but it's like too dry at this point. And it actually has collected dust on top of the dried paint.
Oh my god.
It's been that long. Whatever. Anyways. This is a fun color. Let's use some of that. I haven't done this forever. In the last portrait I painted, it took me 65 hours. So I'm definitely going for a different technique with this one.
So you'll be speed painting this and getting it done in about an hour then, yeah?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll see if that happens.
I don't know what it was about this picture, but both of us, it jumped out of us immediately.
Yep. Yeah, it's got character. It's got personality. It's a good photo. It's a nice quality photo. It's got some interesting subtle tones going on there, and it's got like some personality.
Yeah.
She's not in a car taking a car selfie. That always helps.
I can take car selfies now. How
yeah, that's right.
That? I now have a front-facing camera. I'm so excited. Right, so my phone, I had the iPhone 3G, and I've moved up to the iPhone 5S. My entire world has changed. Like, I was trying to download, like, Pinterest, and it would refuse to download it. It was like, your phone is too old. It's not having it. Like, I couldn't own Snapchat. I now have like a world of iOS apps, and it blows my mind. I'm so excited. I've spent the entire day just like setting up Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest, everything, and I'm just like, I'm so ready. I'm so incredibly ready. So
finally,
hopefully, most of Glasgow MCM I'll be posting everywhere online.
Yeah, it should be all over. The Instagram should blow up now.
Yeah. Instagram actually loads without crashing 5 times, which is nice.
Can't believe having Instagram crash.
No, dude. It was like Instagram wouldn't load pictures. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, that's all it does.
It is. All I could do was like occasionally load the camera to be able to take a photo. I'm so happy. I even smashed the phone the day the new one arrived. It was like, it's had its time. It's done. Goodbye.
But you didn't smash it on purpose, though, did you?
No, it just like... Okay, so what happened was my brother was going back to uni, and I was helping him out and also getting ready for like this big weekend thing that I had.
Yeah.
And I was holding so many like boxes and stuff, and I had my phone in my back pocket. And then my phone goes off, and I knew that we had like major stuff going on, so I needed to answer the phone. I go to pull it out, and it just flies across the room and smashes, and I was like, oh... And yet, that exact day, the box arrived for the new phone. And I was like, that was fate. That happened.
That was supposed to happen.
That was supposed to happen. The iPhone is my constant.
It was just your old phone just going, tell my story.
Well, I did phone. You're welcome.
You're welcome. Crappy phone. Didn't have to be a good story.
Pinch between your wait. It's like Miguel. Okay. I apologize. I'm not even going to be able to say that name. I should be able to. I've said it once in my life before. I am aware of this, but for some reason I can't. I think it might. I'm gonna blame my sniffly nose on that. I know how I'm meant to say that. I just can't. Pinch between your forefinger and thumb. What, the little like wafty like bit of skin? There's a nerve there, and it will help with your headache. Pinch really hard. It works for me every time. This.
I've heard that before.
What, is this legit? This sounds like something you're making me do for.
No, I've heard that before. So also, Animaniac mentions that they are drawing an RGD photo, but the one with a rubber duck. Keep in mind also, you can post that in the artist lounge or let us know where it is in the chat so we can show it off in the podcast later. You do not have to draw the same thing we're drawing to participate in that aspect of this.
Yeah, post all the artwork. And if there was anyone that, if there's anything you've been working on during the week that you wanted to be shown, let us know as well, because that'd be cool. I like seeing what people are working on. Like,
Foxtrot Oscar's going to work on oil too. Oh, God. Now the pressure's on. Oh, God.
I feel like Foxtrot is a secret god of all mediums.
Yeah, he is. He's just like, oh, struggle. He like have like trouble with a couple paintings, and then just have it pretty much locked down by like attempt number 3. You know,
just like, oh, I really wasn't happy with this. It's like way better than anything I've ever done in my life, and I just cry myself to sleep.
Story of my life. You're not really breaking through an art until you're, mostly crying yourself to sleep.
Jen's ordering me to break my hand. Okay.
You have to break your hand.
I'll do.
Well, don't break your hand.
Does it matter which hand it is? Shroonify says, I really like the photo we're drawing today, the colours and expression. Yeah, it like popped up, like what? Maybe an hour ago now. So whilst we were doing sound check, I was just like, oh, let's do that one.
Yeah. It's the jam.
Jen's going to do another watercolor. Ooh.
Nice. I'm curious what the chat would think. We were talking about this earlier, but what determines, assuming money, etc., are not an issue?
I thought you were going to go with the River of Dicks, but
we were talking about we'll get to the River of Dicks. We were talking about a River of Dicks earlier. I can't even remember how we got to that.
We got to that through Tinder.
Oh, that's right. The experience of Tinder being, for the ladies, it's a River of Dicks, and for the guys, you're just another guy throwing your dick into the River of Dicks.
So if anyone wants to draw that would be very much appreciated.
You can draw the River of Dicks if you like for the podcast and post it in the Artist Lounge podcast thread.
We might not be able to show it on screen.
On the YouTube, well, I don't know. Maybe I'll just put a little black bar over each little dick. I don't know. I'm not sure where the line for getting your account all jacked up on YouTube is.
Dicks are the line. The line are dicks.
Maybe photos, but I don't know about like drawings. The
line is dicks and nipples. That's the line.
Dicks and nipples.
Yeah. That sounds like either a book or an album.
Dicks and nipples.
Yeah.
I don't see why it couldn't be. It should be.
Anyway, you were actually talking about something serious, and I like threw you off.
I can't remember what it.
The traveling.
Determining where you should live. Assuming that like money is not an issue. Not thinking of finance, jobs, etc. Just the cities itself. What is a driving factor in where you choose to live? What are the most important things for you?
Don't give suggestions. Don't give suggestions yet, because I want to see.
No suggestions. I want to see from scratch. You're not thinking about economy, but what aspects of a city are most important to you for you to want to live there? The only suggestion I'll give is you probably want at least a River of Dicks somewhere nearby.
Yes, as always, as you should.
Mm-hmm. Hold on a sec. Oh God.
Okay. That sounded bad.
Sorry. Had to move a thing.
Such lovely curly hair. I love drawing hair so much. It's like my comfort thing.
Drawing hair.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
It doesn't matter, because you can just do pretty much whatever you want. Just like throw like fiddly bits in there and then everyone will love it.
Maybe that's why I never do self-portraits. It'd just be like, oh, I drew like, because when I draw a self-portrait, it's like I'm just drawing an anatomy, like I'm just studying anatomy, you know, like oh,
Wear a
that's
wig. Wear a wig.
Except usually the guys like in the anatomy books, the male figure's always like real like fit and buff, you know, because you got to see the muscles.
I feel like half the time, guys in anatomy books for like drawing don't have faces. Like they're like, they're like this like square thing, like that, and then it's like one eyebrow and the nose, and that's what you get. Then it's like super detailed everything else.
Yeah.
But, like the women, they've got like all the like eyelashes in there and like beautiful lipstick.
And like Demon Man says he would not live in Emeryville. Well, it's given. Demon Man was out here visiting. Was that just a week ago?
It was.
Yeah.
That was last week.
Held up at gunpoint in Emeryville. Which is crazy because I have a lot of friends who've been held up by gunpoint out here, and I haven't yet, knock on wood. And it's amazing in the short period of time that Demon Man was in the Bay Area, in the East Bay, he got held up.
Held up? What do you mean by that? Do you actually mean like some random
Yeah, like someone pulled a gun on him.
Oh
the story
my god!
is quite amazing. I told him to wait until this podcast to tell the story because it didn't come up until. Oh, that's right, you were gone at the end of the last one. It didn't come up till the very end when he got home, and I wanted him to be able to. I wanted to be able to expand on the story because it seemed like quite a story, and I didn't want to just have it float away at the end of a podcast. So yeah, he can tell that story to chat, and I can relay whatever he likes of it. He did also say though that art and culture is the most important to him. As much as I don't like my answer, New York.
Oh, I love New York so much. God,
that was fun to visit. I wouldn't want to live there though. Well, I guess if money wasn't an issue, that might change things.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Like,
oh no, I don't know. Maybe it's the old man in me. I like being close to major cities, but not necessarily live in the middle of them. Because I don't know, you just can't shut it off. Sometimes you want to shut it off.
How I've drawn the eyes so wonky. I love New York so much. I really do. For some reason.
You?
Wait, okay.
Are you serious? He shot at you.
Oh my god. That is fucking terrifying. Mostly.
Hold on a second. How did I not hear about this?
Alright, whilst you and Demon Man start finding out about that story, I'm going to go back and see what people's answers were to the travelling question. By the way, Same Dog said, I'm going to do a watercolour unless it doesn't work, and then just pretend I said I was going to work in pencil. Oh my god, I had a friend who painted the Pope and you couldn't tell until you got really close, but it was made with little vaginas all over the place. Good, that makes me very happy. Samantha Lee says weather. I refuse to live anywhere with intense humidity and heat.
Ah, weather.
Folly Mize is freaking out as much as I am. You have like weird water noise on your side.
Oh, that's probably my fan. Normally I have the fan off and I just suffer the heat, but it is unbearably hot right now. And it's like no air is moving, so my fan has to at least be on until it cools down a little outside. Hopefully it's not just putting the screen on my thing the whole time. Let me know on the chat if it is.
It's alright, I'll keep an eye on it. I'll just sit here and talk too much, and that'll be fine. KM Kibble 75 says bars have to have a good hangout. Bars. Ooh, Jen's moving to Thailand.
Whoa, for like forever, ever?
Ever. Ever. Are you going to read out the demand man?
I emptied a 9mm clip at me, missed, car started sliding, everyone running. I tackled him and broke both his arms. Then the cops put us in handcuffs. Why did he shoot at you? Wait, what?
I assume it was just unsolicited. Because you're in America and people do that.
Well, you know, what can I say?
It's not.
We're all about it.
It's not a good thing. God, that's terrible.
It's how we solve problems out here.
So
it's how we solved the problem of you guys back in the day. We're just like taxes. You know, it's just how we roll, Sarah.
Free healthcare.
Yeah. No, not in this. Not in this country. I'm sorry. I don't think so.
So what state is this? Is this still in California?
Yeah, Emeryville's right next to it. It's right kind of off to the side in between Oakland and Berkeley. Right in the east end of the Bay Area. And it's not like, you know, Emeryville's fine. It's right, I mean, it's by West Oakland, which it's gnarly.
I don't know what your definition of fine is, but someone randomly being like, dude, I'm going to shoot you with my gun is not fine. It's not fine.
I mean, that's what this is so crazy to me, you know?
That doesn't happen.
Hold on. Freaked out. Made Sunday a great day. Went to Muir Woods and hiked with Polish girls.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
See?
I mean,
you get a little bit of everything out here. You got the full experience. No big deal. Jesus Christ, though. I don't know, but I can't find, like, how did... That's just nuts.
I guess it just, like, randomly happened. KM Kibble, being in America, I make it a point to shoot at least one person a day.
I mean, it's just how it works. You know, it's kind of how you greet people. He's probably just saying hello.
Yeah, Fine Miser just said the same thing. I'm going to shoot you is basically hello in America. Just got back from Germany and Paris. Far too little gun violence for my taste.
I believe Folly Miser was on the honeymoon, right?
Germany and Paris. That is
Emeryville's no joke. Those Pixar guys pack. That's right, because Pixar's located in Emeryville.
Ah.
So now it should make sense, you know? It's like they get off work, they're all hanging around a Can't Fail Cafe, just holding down Hollis Street. Then they go out and they're just like,
I'm just
we gotta make Cars 3, and they just unload to get out the Cars aggression.
I'm just imagining like this black car like racing up, slide into a hole, and the bloody Pixar lamp jumps out with shades on.
I don't know if something. See, now I kind of want to see a drawing of a Pixar lamp, like in a fight with the Mun Man, like in an epic battle with the Mun. I don't know if I should be like trivializing something that was clearly such a.
It's actually genuinely terrifying, but
I know. Maybe I should clarify, but at the same time,
Pixar lamps.
I mean, listen, the Mun Man's okay. He's all right, you know. He enforced, and
then he got punished.
We have a story like what the best way to handle a situation like this is to make art about it. Am I right? And that's why we're here. To make art about the Mun Man battling the Pixar lamp for turf in Emeryville. I just picture like the window rolling down slowly, you know? It does a thing like where it's driving down the street and then like it like slows down and then they just kind of like eye each other as it's slowly passing, you know? like a scene out of The Wire or something.
God. Oh God, everyone's been having real teas this week. Follymiser says, saw some Syrian refugees being escorted through Munich.
Whoa.
I'm going to say, the way the Germans have handled that has been amazing, or at least from what I've seen. Like, the absolute community positivity that has come out of that has been amazing. Because here in the UK, we had a string of just, like, awful stuff being said about it. Like, trying to stop these refugees from coming into the country.
Yeah.
And people were using stuff where they had no idea of any of the facts. And then you see on TV, like, the football stadiums full of people with signs up that say everyone is welcome and stuff like that. I just think, well done, Germany. Like, that's what we should be as a human race.
I will, as an American, watching that those kind of events, it has been kind of interesting because usually I'm just used to the story involving borders and those issues, whatnot, in the U.S. And all that different. Well, not entirely. Just rough circumstances leading to the thing, and it's been interesting because it's just to like hear the same arguments and debates and struggles, and then just like in places that you don't always hear on the news out here about it. So it's been an interesting experience in that regard. Be like, oh well, look at that. It's a story like that. Usually you hear about these issues in U.S. news, but to kind of hear it, just out, not in general, but like that's just, I don't know. It's been an interesting experience.
I think it's also been interesting to me how much misinformation has been thrown about, particularly in the UK.
Oh yeah.
Like in the UK, it's been kind of presented like they're like, I don't know, they were being called swarms and stuff like that, and it was just like, no, these are just human beings trying to look for a chance at life. And I don't know, it winds me up at the wall.
Yeah, a little bit is that thing, because it's that thing where it's like, listen, they're not just like, it's not like they're coming anywhere to fuck with people. It's like they're literally leaving because, there's a good chance they'll die if they don't. Yeah. So it's like, that's of course, like, what do you think people are going to do? Like, it's not like they had a choice, Yeah,
exactly. The biggest thing here was everyone kept saying that, oh, well, why do they need our help if they've got iPhones and stuff like that? And it's like, they're not running away from poverty, they're running away from war. It's like...
Oh, like they'd be like, they have iPhones, they're not poor, Why are
like, they're coming over here and they're gonna steal our benefits. It's like, no, shut up.
No, it's like they're leaving because it's dangerous.
Yeah, and
like if bombs started exploding around your house and gunfights are everywhere and you walk outside and it is literally a war zone.
Like
you think you're just gonna hang around and you're gonna be like, that's cool. I got family a couple towns over. I'll stay with them until this all blows over. Like, not quite how it works.
The pictures of the buildings, like, it looks like something out of a post-apocalyptic movie.
Yeah, it's pretty insane.
So, I don't know. Just well done to Germany, because I don't know all the politics of everything, but the social and moral aspect of it all, the way Germany has kind of picked it up, or at least from our viewpoint on what I'm seeing on the news, has been very good. And I hope that what Follymiser saw in Germany itself will match that, because it's been kind of an inspiration to a lot of people here, because we're so used to hearing such negative stuff.
Follymiser's just like, oh, they were horrible to them. Like,
oh my god. KM Kibble said, that said, you Brits are very hospitable to pigs, I hear.
We were just talking about that before.
God.
Oh man. It's great.
Yeah, that's a new one. I mean, we've had sheep before, but pigs is a new one.
Yeah, interesting. Well, pigs are smart. Maybe the pig will appreciate it more, right?
I'm not even going to say what that is about. Just Google it, because there's so much, like, like slander type stuff being thrown about. I don't want to say stuff on a recording, but everyone will know what it is. And if you don't know what it is, just Google like
Prime Minister
BBC, yeah, or BBC, and then see what's on the front page of the BBC. Yeah.
It's just, oh boy, I love it.
It's kind of the funniest thing ever. It's just so random. That's the thing. It's just like, oh, okay, sure, whatever. Welcome to the UK.
At some moment, there's probably like, what should I do after politics? Well, don't have many options anymore, you know.
Oh God.
That's hard for me to see that red. Now everything looks really green. I was worried this would happen.
You're having the moment.
Yeah, being all colorblind. Whatever, just keep moving forward. This is going to be a disaster.
Ugh. The eyes are irritating me. Not the picture eyes, the drawing that I've done, the eyes. The eyes in the picture are like perfectly straight on target of the camera, so I don't know why I'm having an issue.
It's because, well, you know what makes it hard is her head's tilted and turned a little, so what you have is a slight foreshortening from the eye that's under the hair to the other eye, but it's hard to see that because the hair is blocking it, so that's weird. And then her mouth is pulling back in the same way she's foreshortening, so it distorts the face a little bit. So it's a very difficult expression to lock down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a doozy. Definitely a doozy.
I think I found it. I think I'm doing all right. I think I found it. I need to sort out the bottom eyelid on this side, but I think I'm doing all right. Okay. Oh, I like this one.
I should have painted larger. Damn.
Oh, for the first time all sodding week, I'm happy with a picture.
I am really, I don't know. It's very early in this, but this is going to be really hard to tell. And normally I don't paint the way I do because I paint in layers, but I can't paint in layers the way I normally do in one sitting. So this is a weird experience for me.
I'm really interested to see what you're doing.
You shouldn't really watch what I'm doing because this is not a good way to do la prima. It's really not. I'm used to working large with lots of layers, but I'm worried that I'll just mud everything up. So this is going to be interesting. So really I should lay in darks and play around with that. And scratch, yep, right there already. Bad news. Yeah.
Every now and then it sounds like an alien is landing on your
Oh, that's probably cars driving by outside. That's probably when like a bus drives by.
Right.
So pretty soon you'll hear all the gunshots.
See, the thing is, now I actually feel like there might be. Now that we've heard that story from One Man.
It's weird, like where, you know, I mean, it's not really a, I don't know. You don't hear much about that in that area of Emeryville.
Oh God, we've got religion and politics both in the comments right now.
Uh-oh.
Play nice, guys. Play nice.
Uh-oh. I think we should go back to talking about the River of Dicks.
Let's go back to the River of Dicks. So is there a River of V then, if you got a River of Dicks?
Oh, I mean, probably not. It's just never equal. You know what I mean? I was curious what other people said about the thing about the.
There wasn't much many responses. I think I read out everyone's.
Oh.
So, did you want to carry on that? So, the reason why you asked people, I guess.
Well, it's just a thing that's like coming up. I'm kind of in discussion with the person over a kind of a project thing, and I mean, that came up kind of in a debate of things, and you know, I'm still sorting out my ideas and feelings towards it. I was kind of feeling like that the claim was that people moved to cities based on the single life and restaurants, and I felt that we were trying to move away from politics, but I felt like a big factor for a lot of people is actually weather and the politics of the majority population there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I associate, I mean, someone mentioned bars, and I associate restaurants and bars in kind of the same category. But I also felt like when talking about, well, people don't move somewhere because of art, it's like, yeah, maybe visual fine art, even though I feel that plays like an actual kind of subtle role in making a place cool. But people will move for the culture, and art tends to be lumped in more with culture than just, you know, fine art, painting and drawing itself. So, you know, I was thinking a lot about that, and I was curious what people's immediate thoughts are if they were thinking of a place where they were going to live. What would be the determining factors?
I've worked out that my mum will move to a place to have a good view, regardless of what the accommodation is.
Just to have a good view?
Yeah. Her rule is have a good view. Anything else can get fixed.
Interesting. Interesting. Sounds like there's a lot of wisdom in that idea.
I just like karate chopped myself.
Yeah, I heard a thud.
Really hurt. Do you ever do that? Right, I wear, for the podcast, I wear little earbud headphones, right? And they've got the little bit where they connect up at the bottom. And I'll move and karate chop right down the middle and yank it out of my ears, and it hurts so much. I do it like every time I wear headphones. I should have sorted this by now, but I don't know why I haven't.
Joker jumped in. Did I hear talk about a river of dicks a few seconds ago? Yes, we were talking about the idea of the river of sticks, but just as a river of dicks. It came up as a comparison to what life on Tinder is like. For the ladies, it's just a river of dicks. They have to wade through, and then for the guys, you're just another guy throwing his dick into the river of dicks.
I'd just like to add that all of that context was outside of the show.
Yes, it always happened right before the show. We were like, yes, this is something that should definitely be a part of the podcast, a discussion of a river of dicks. You know, the idea of people, if they're, you know, and then, you know, you don't have to answer if you don't want it mentioned, but I'm curious where people are from and how they feel about where they live culturally.
What do you mean by culturally?
Well, not just like culturally, like, what do you do? But like, you know, where do you live, and do you find, do you consider, is there a culture there? If so, do you, you know, do you feel like there is? Do you feel like you're, you know, or does it interest you if there is? If there's not, does it matter, et cetera, et cetera? Just kind of where people fall in that. I think a lot of times when people also live in cities or kind of around metropolitan areas, they kind of just have this assumption that clearly the way they live must be like the preference, you know, and then hence you get like things, nickname things like flyover states and stuff like that, kind of that like arrogant kind of. Like I always feel like where I live, there's like an arrogance to like, well, like, you know, one of my favorite parts in a South Park is when people kept saying Cartman had to go to San Francisco to rescue Kyle, and he was worried because it's full of hippies in the Bay Area, and so he has on like a diving bell like Sue with the whole thing coming out of the back of it, walking through San Francisco, so he wouldn't be affected by the hippies. And at one point, he's walking by a couple on a bench, and one of I think the girl just goes like, "You know what I love about San Francisco? It's like the most European of U.S. cities." And then he just goes, "Ugh," and just keeps walking. And it was funny because probably 2 days later, I was on the cable car riding it to work at the time, and then I heard someone say that, and I was just like, "Oh, geez, like it's true." Like speaking the truth, but there is kind of, I think, that idea that's just like, well, you know, there is a certain kind kind of level of pride sometimes out here that can be a little astonishing. It's particularly for it's actually a lot of the cultures leaving the Bay Area. So it's interesting to hear people kind of claim it as a cultural hub when there is a lot of culture and cool things happening here, but a lot of it's going away.
Right.
And so I don't know. I'm just kind of curious what people's thoughts are and about where they live and how they feel about it.
Well, I mean, I have hiccups, and my place isn't getting rid of that, so I feel kind of not okay.
Yeah, you know, maybe it's time to just like, you know, you're just like, all right, I'm done. I've heard of where you live, right? There's a lot of culture there. You're making TV shows about it.
I'm
I don't
actually
know
like
much
clued
about
up on my area, to be honest. My
what now?
boyfriend is. I'm not actually very clued up on the area that I live in. My boyfriend is. He knows like everyone and everything here. Culture. I mean, I went to the performing arts school that's here for the secondary school, and there's a lot of culture, I guess, and stuff associated with that school and the stuff that's come out of it. I think the biggest thing is that we have a lot of charity work around here, like the Caris May Darling Foundation, which is a lovely foundation that set up a lot of community things. They built a town hall kind of thing in our local park, so that there was like a place for kids to go all the time, and so we have that kind of thing. There's a lot of like drama performing arts students around the area, so you get a lot of like dance classes, drama classes, a lot of musicians around here, or at least that I've met. Not necessarily like professional musicians, but a lot of people who you can see that that's their goal and they're actively working towards it. We get a lot of reality TV stars show up in this area first. A lot of people who you see on X Factor come from around here. So yeah, it's that kind of a place, I guess.
That sounds pretty. That sounds nifty, right? Fun, exciting.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's got a lot of like bad rep as well for like being a very chavvy area and stuff like that. But it's got its nice little quirks and stuff. Like people like David Beckham and that, they came from like Essex and this kind of area. So there tends to be like a lot of people tend to look up to the people who've gotten out of Essex and moved on to doing really cool things. It's like, oh, they're the outliers, but there's actually a decent amount of them. So if you start like counting them up, it's like, oh, actually, there's quite a few people who've come from this area, and particularly the school that I went to.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. A lot of footballers as well, I think.
Not for us. I'm from the middle of nowhere, West Virginia, I imagine, and it's awful. There are very little supports for the arts in my area. It's all about driving four-wheelers, mudding, or going hunting and fishing. Jen, I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. It's been the most popular place to live for the past 3 years in a row.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Did not know that. And then Nafris is from a much larger city that had a thriving arts and education culture, and that's why it's depressing to be where they currently are. From Durham. I live in North Carolina, and then Schmoodify. I love my country, Mexico, in terms of cultural history, food, scenery, weather, but I hate the politics, government, and some of the people. Steve Ray, I talk to West Virginia people now and again on the phone, and I can't understand a word they're saying. Foxtrot Oscar, Australia. I live in the most casually racist place in the world. They're also a huge, willfully redneck subculture. I want to go home. I believe it's bogans, right? Learned that in a movie. The term bogan.
Foxtrot, come to Glasgow MCM. Keep you company.
Move over to just come out here. We'll fix you up in Emeryville. Apparently, it's worked so well for the last RGD year that was in the neighborhood.
Yes. Perhaps not. I'm never going to come over and see you now. You realize?
Oh, you'll be fine. You're not going to be fine. Don't you worry about it.
Everyone's like scared enough of me going to Glasgow.
Why?
Because I get lost in my own house.
You have the smartphone now. You'll be able to use maps and stuff.
I will be able to use maps. Oh my god, I'm so excited now.
So you won't get lost anymore.
I won't get lost. I will get lost.
You'll get lost in trying to find the app, like in your maps on the phone.
Where did I put it? What page was it on?
It makes no sense.
Okay.
Same dog. I'm in DC. We have culture here, but I don't make enough money to afford it. That is another hard part of big cities. Is like, yeah, it's this great culture, and like everyone brags about it. And like the Bay Area does have great food, and you can find good deals on food. But a lot of it is that thing where you'll find yourself, if you're not making particularly great money here or anything, you'll find yourself in those situations where people will say. They'll be like, you know, hey, we're going to go out to this restaurant. It's supposed to be pretty good. And you're like, okay. And then you go, and then that bill comes at the end, and you're like, all right, play it cool. Like, just pretend like you can afford this like everyone else, you know?
Yeah.
It's just bad. That was 2.5 weeks of groceries I just spent on one dinner, you know?
Yeah, Essex is quite close to London, so whenever I go into London, I have that moment.
yeah, it's pretty brutal. But whatever. Just play it cool. Act casual, smile. Pretend like you're still having fun and it's not tripping you out.
Oh, God.
Yes, haha, this is the most European city. Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I
What
don't
makes
know.
something European other than it being in Europe?
I don't know. Like, I don't know what they... It feels like that thing, like when like someone goes on vacation, and then they're like, "Oh man, like I just got back from I don't know, Spain. Let's pick Spain. I just got back from Spain, and it's just like, oh, like the people out there, like if they want to just like hang out and have a glass of wine, they just do. You know, it's just different than here. It's like, no, you weren't working. That's why it felt that way, because you were on vacation. You know, like." No, I mean that thing is yes, like
To be fair,
the cultures are different.
Pretty chill.
Yeah, well, people, it's chill in different places. I understand that, but it is amazing the number of things I'll hear people say that will be like, yeah, it's kind of like that everywhere, but whatever, you know. So, yeah, that's how that works. Yes, people do eat dinner in places, you know.
It's true. People do eat dinner.
Oh, and it's just like you just hang out. People just like go to the bar and they'll just actually talk to each other. It's like
that's everywhere, to be fair.
Well, they're talking to you because you're not from there. That's what. Whatever. Like, oh, bro, just got back. It's different. People care. They don't care here, but they care there.
Oh God, what is going on? Are you in Essex, Sarah? Yes, I am. I am a born and raised Essex girl, and yet I am the opposite of every trope that is in Essex.
Kelby, I'm in Denton, Texas. Great place to live, not too shabby. Great music and an art scene. Nice. It's also the best when it's like an art scene that you don't hear like I don't know anything about Denton, and that's like that makes it even more intriguing.
Where's Denton?
Good question.
Oh, Denton, Texas, right? Okay.
Yeah. I'm wondering where in Texas. Usually with Texas, with like the culture stuff, you always hear like Austin gets a lot of attention, but you don't hear a lot outside of that. So it's cool when there's like other kind of things going on. And let's take that off there. Well, I'm kind of tired of the brush I'm using.
There is a lot going on your piece.
I can't imagine this going anywhere but me just scraping it all off at the end of the podcast. I really can't imagine that anything else, any other outcome. There's just no way. I work way too slow. I haven't done this kind of painting in a long time. I have no idea what I'm doing. I am not prepared for this. I just dove in. It's been a long time. And what makes it even worse is that I can look to the left and see like oil paintings I did that I really like and wonder why this is happening to me right now, you know? Let's just grab some different. Let's do a little bit of. I'm gonna approach some stuff a little differently here.
Oh, dude, Trainify says that his boyfriend lives in Essex. Whereabouts? I used to live in Grays, which isn't the most beautiful place in the universe. And now I live near to Basildon, which also isn't the most beautiful place in the universe.
Says you.
It's just a lot of pigeons, man. And a lot
I seriously cannot even get through a bookstore without seeing like 4 coffee table books of just different beautiful photos of the. Did you say Basildon? What did you say was?
Yeah, Basildon.
Oh, okay.
Dude, Basildon Hospital. That's where it's at.
North of Dallas, 30 minutes. That's where Denton is.
I see.
I only know of Denton because of the Mountain Goats song. I don't know what that song is.
We had a news thing come up recently from my local area.
Uh-oh.
And it made me laugh so much. We have in Basildon Town Centre, we have this like waterfall feature thing, and it's like these like this like woman holding up a child or something, right? It's quite famous in the local area, and it sits in this massive like trough thing, and someone filled it with soap. So it like filled up with just like soap suds and like flooded Basildon, and the news headline was basically local prank makes people in Basildon happy for about 5 minutes. And I was like, that's so true. That is so true.
But for about 5 minutes.
Stanford Lee Hope, holy shit, that's where I live. Oh my god, this is when we find out that we're dating the same person.
Wait a minute. You're like, I gotta go.
Gotta go play. Be right back.
Gotta go get an explanation. Be right back real quick.
Oh no, don't worry. Okay, Shrinify's just said, sorry if I'm replying really late. You may be having internet troubles. However, the delay between us asking or answering a question and you guys hearing it is actually quite long. So it's probably actually just the natural delay. So don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't even trip.
Is that Russ? Is that the Russ that I know? Wait. I'm going to stalk their profile and find out. It has nothing on it, so I'm going to assume yes. Just pick another dick from the river.
Yes.
You're literally neighbors with him. Wahaha, that's amazing.
That's crazy.
Now I want to find out if I know this person. Oh my god. I really
You better go get them right now. I know it's really
God, if they went to Gable Hall, I probably know them. Everyone here went to Gable Hall. Either that or we either had, so there's 3 schools here. Gable Hall, St. Clair's and Hassenbrook, and they combined to make the 6th form, and I went to Gable Hall and then the 6th form after that. Yes, it is Russ. Hey, yeah. Is Russ the boyfriend? Russ is my boyfriend's brother. I'm like really impressed with that. I'm so amazed with how small the planet is.
Yeah.
Like,
So,
that's insane. I posted a sketch, but I have no idea what to do with it. If you want us to see it and show it on the podcast, then make sure it's in the Artist Lounge thread. Let me go and... You might have actually put it there, so I'm just going to refresh the Artist Lounge thread. Yeah, it's in there. I found it. There's actually 2 messages in there. So, I don't know if you can show stuff. Do you want me to show stuff?
If you could, I'm not in a good place for that at the moment. I'm in a very, very weird stage of the painting.
Okay. Yeah, I was just looking over and I was thinking you're doing intelligent things. Right, I'm gonna move.
Intelligent. Put that in quotes.
Okay, so this is Schmoonify's sketch so far.
Wait, I gotta get so I can
move
actually
that
see
down.
things here.
And I'll set it so it stays on my screen. So that's the sketch so far. That's really cool. Look how big the eyes are.
Hold on.
You see it?
See it. Yep. Oh, there we go. Nice.
I love how big the eyes are. Oh, I zoomed in. Oh, look at all the detail. I didn't mean to zoom in, but it's okay.
Now people can copy it and make prints and T-shirts.
I know.
Oh, shit, isn't it? I just headbutted my camera. Oh, crap.
The teeth are done really well. I just want to point that out. Teeth are so hard to draw and not look weird. So I'm very impressed with how you've drawn the teeth. But Schmoonify says, I don't know what to do with the colours though. What do you think?
I think the best is follow your heart. That's really the only advice ever. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought I was going to be...
So, like, I mean, how do you mean? Like, what colors to do? What type of palette? Just in general, you know? I think I'm a little lost, like, the goal.
Yeah, I think that's the thing, isn't it? Like, color is so... You always have, like, a billion options with color.
Yeah.
But I find you have to start making rules for yourself and be like, right, where... Like, what kind of palette do I want? Do I want, like, monochromatic? Or, like, start making rules and then breaking it down. I'm sure you know all this because you've...
Well, and one of the things I find is you limit yourself first. Like, start with a very limited palette. Don't see, the thing that sucks about this is I went in, I didn't have time to like pre-mix a palette. Normally, if I'm gonna paint something or like a portrait, I'll mix a palette of like 8 colors first and then only use those for most of the painting. Whereas with this one, I just dove in because I didn't have time to do that. And so now I'm like, that's what the struggle with the painting I'm doing right now is gonna be, is getting my palette under control. And I mean, among other things, I don't know what I'm doing. This is a little weird right now, but you know, whatever.
You can play around with color so much on digital as well that I would say just jump into it, start having fun, do whatever your gut reaction is, and then move from that. And then start with big, simple blocks of color. This is something I'm trying to work on myself. Start with them big blocks of color, and then as you go through, what I like to do is I like to start adding in like the hue variants once I've got all of the basics in, and then I start to see, right, do I want to head this towards greens, towards blues? Do I want like an opposite in there? Do I want like a bright orange as like a highlight somewhere? So I'd say just start blocking in what your gut reaction is, and then if it is digital, I think it's digital, isn't it? I think it's digital. I may be wrong, but if it is digital, you can always mess around with the hues using sliders if you don't like what you've got, and then move from that onwards. But yeah, I'm loving it so far. I love the massive eyes and I love the teeth. Okay, I think we might have a Slam 9 piece. Let me see. Also, thank you for the compliments on my game collection. Okay. Open link in new tab. Let's see if I can show this. Oh, yes. Dude.
Well, wait, hold on.
Are you looking at this right now? This is
Oh, I like where this is going. I like where this is going.
This is Slam9's River of Dick.
Yes.
I love it. You know what? The water is painted so well.
Yeah, it really is. Like nothing makes like a dick drawing or a dick painting so much better than the fact like that when it's executed like with a lot of effort and like done well, you know, it makes it just the joke that much better.
It's fantastic. I love it. The water's done so well. Oh my god. Who should we have next? Okay. Let me see if I can bring this down. Do-do-doop. Then I'll just do that. Okay, so this is from the Future Eye. I'm guessing this is watercolor. It looks like it. It's looking
either
cool.
that or some type of ink wash. It's on a pretty small spot on my screen, so it's a little hard for me to see it. But yeah,
I can't zoom in for some reason. But yeah, slowly working the colors in there. This is a work in progress. So yeah, I'm interested to see where this goes. I love how full of volume the hair is already. Oh, I just like doubled it. There we go.
I like how everyone's pieces are starting here.
Yeah. And there was also something else. So this is, yes, so it was a watercolor painting. The Future Eye. I'm watercolor painting along today. Please show the awesome artwork from my submission the Sunday before last. That would be awesome. Please give me links so I can credit the artists that contributed. Okay. So, oh my god, there's a billion of them. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like attempt to slideshow through this. Let me see. Okay. So first we have this piece by Foxtrot Oscar. So the submitter has asked, the original ARP has asked that we show off the artists. So look at that. Oh my god.
Yeah, seriously.
God damn it, Foxtrot. Why are you so freaking good? That's, oh, I love that. The eye. Foxtrot has been like bang on with the eyes lately. Like the Schmoonifies piece last week as well. That was one of the things that I really remembered from last week was how like perfect the little eyeshadow was. Like jump in here, this little like triangle here, getting that triangle with the eyebrow just perfect. It makes everything so good. Oh god damn it, man.
Seriously, holy shit.
Oh god. Right, let's see
that one. That one has like that perfect control of what is tight and what's kept loose. Like it handled that so beautifully.
And that's what Foxtrot's good at as well. Like from what we've seen, like the ability to just focus your eye in on one area and do so much detail there, and then fade it out, but in a way that isn't like over the top.
Yeah.
So good, so freaking good. I'm just gonna pin mine down whilst I'm doing this. Okay, so next we have Ruby Rin with colored pencil. Oh wow. Look at that.
Holy crap. Jesus.
Oh my god. Look at the detail on that. Look at the colors.
As someone who's struggling on a current piece, this is horrific.
I know.
It's like it's so good, the talent.
I came here to boost my confidence. God damn it.
I came here to feel better about my decisions of trying to be an artist.
That's so cool.
And you're all taking it away.
It's so 3D, and particularly like I think a lot of artists, myself included, forget to put in all of the different like value changes in the cheeks, and it's just Ruby Rin has done that so well.
Yeah.
Gorgeous work. Freaking gorgeous work. And everyone is freaking out in the chat about all these artists, by the way.
Yeah, it's just insane.
Oh my god, they're all so goddamn good. Okay, the next one is Silent Lights.
Always awesome.
Look at that. I'll just do a zoom in so we can see. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
It's nuts.
I don't even know what to say anymore. These are so good. Is this digital? Or is this traditional? It's digital, right?
Yeah, I think so. Can you zoom in again? Sorry, I'm looking at a really small screen.
I assume it's digital just because some of the overlays, like the overlay here. But it, oh my god, it looks so, like that grain there is so perfect. Oh, it's gorgeous. Oh, the nose is painted so well. I'm just looking at the chat and everyone's freaking out. Everyone's like, they're so amazing. Okay, let's see who's next. Jump that back. Next is, ooh, I like this one. The next one is I May Be Dead.
Oh, damn, classic. I haven't heard from that guy in a while. I was gonna get him on a podcast. I gotta hit him up again. We were sharing some music stuff back in the day. More so, I was asking him for some music stuff. Very knowledgeable on the subject. He's been on the front page of Reddit a number of times too. He did the piece of George Washington dunking on, was it like Kim Jong-il or something? Wasn't that it?
Oh!
Yeah, he did that. He did the piece. There was one other piece that got to the front page that he did too.
Yeah, I know those pieces. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is so different to that.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks like his more traditional kind of stuff.
Yeah,
it's hard to say that. That's digital though, isn't it? I think that is digital. It's hard to tell. I'm looking at a really small screen here. Yeah, that's
it's digital.
So,
but it looks so like loose pen.
Yeah, it's he switches it up.
That's so good. I really like how interesting it is. And you know what's interesting to me? They've done the same thing that we pointed out last week that I was noticing artists were doing, where you have the darkness of the shadow on one side of the face with the brightness on the other, and then you swap the background. So the darkest area is next to the lightest area of the face. So that you've really got that strong contrast, and it makes the face pop out so much. I've been noticing a lot of the RGD artists doing that. Really cool. Really, really cool. Okay, who's next? We've got so many artists to go through. So next is, ooh, this one's different. This one is Tag 10. Okay, let me drop that down. Look at this. This is fun. This is fun. I like that. What do they say? Trying out stuff. Hope you don't mind, friend.
Yeah. Never mind. Love the it's cartoonists. I envy cartoonists. It's hard. Cartooning is super difficult.
Simplifying and yet trying to make it still match. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to me.
So cool. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat. I'm trying to keep up. I will not fail. I will show all of these amazing artworks. Oh my god, that's so cool. Right, okay, who's next? Oh my god, wait, let me figure out which one of these is finished. So these are from Jen is Fit.
Oh, Jen is Fit. Joining us
who is in the chat
as well.
So
Silent Lights have a website. I think Silent Lights is on DeviantArt, right? You know where you want to check, and I can check later, is the thread in the artist lounge, the top sticky that's post your social network links. I just go in there and do a Control F for Silent Lights, and I'm pretty sure she posted her website and stuff in there.
And also the commissions area might have their stuff as well.
Yeah, that's right. And the artist lounge, or the Reddit Gets Drawn directory.
Yes. So yeah, check both of those places. Otherwise, I'm sure messaging them would be fine and asking, "Hey, you're amazing. Can I see your website?"
Yeah. That would be kind of hilarious if they were just like, no,
no.
no, what?
How dare you?
Weird.
How dare you?
Weird.
Ask that?
Go away.
So this is Jenna's fit. Look at that blue. I'm in love with that blue.
Oh, this is so awesome.
Oh, my throat is giving out, but these are so cool. What is this made by the way? I know you've put that there's ink in there, and then you said adding color, but I want to know what the medium is. Is it watercolor? Is it watercolor and pen, or
gouache or something?
I would be interested in knowing that. I know that you're in the chat, so let us know. But that's really cool. I love how strong the contour of the face is. Yes, Silent Lights is on DA as Silent Lights.
There you go.
There you go.
One of my favorite portraits I did was of Silent Lights
Yeah?
during the podcast. Really like that one.
Sorry, I'm just staring at the artwork now. What's wrong with me? Right, carry on. Right. I'm just sitting here like, it's so cool.
You're right.
It's so
Podcast,
cool.
right? Show.
Be entertaining. Speak like a human being. Right.
We don't need to be entertaining.
Okay, and the last person is wait, I need to figure out how to say the name. Brass Awicking. BRASSAWIKING. Let me bring that one down. Do-do-do-do. I love that poppy yellow. Look at the yellow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's super nice.
That's so cool. And the eye. Wait, let me zoom in on the eye. The shinies in the eye. I love glossy eyes. So cool. But that pop of yellow, like the stripe on the one side and then how they've incorporated it into the face. So cool. And yes, the Jen's piece was watercolor and gouache and ink.
Thought I saw some gouache in there. Never worked in gouache.
Yeah, so cool, so cool. I can see why you wanted us to share everyone's artwork, because that is one hell of a thread. That is one hell of a thread.
The thing I love is when lots of times when RGDers submit photos, they submit really great photos because they know what they like to draw, so they can apply that to the photos they put out there, and then they end up getting a lot of really good art.
Oh, now somehow I've got to go back to drawing and not hate myself.
Yeah, right? That's the hard part.
You guys, like, I was thinking about this all week. You guys amaze me. Oh, my throat doesn't. My throat breaks my heart.
Oh, and here I was going to make sure that you had to sing the closing number for the evening. When
That's not happening. If my throat lasts till the end of this show, I'll be impressed. Every day I wake up and my voice doesn't work. All week. I'll wake up and I'll just go to say hi to someone and it won't work. I literally, the other day, I went to go and speak and no sound at all came out. It was just like a breath of air. That was it. That was all I had.
Hey, Sarah.
And I blame, I'm going to call him out on the show. I blame my friend Lewis.
Oh my God, Lewis. Shots fired.
I know. I went around to his house. I went around to his house and everything was fine. And then I'm there for like 5 minutes and all of a sudden he turns into a coughing, spluttering wreck. And the next day I'm sick as butts. So, you know what? You're a butt.
Been called out, Lewis. Oh my god. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Oh.
Oh.
S-Rex. Was pushing for that one.
Oh my god.
Can't wait for mine to start looking like the person someday.
I
lucky.
love that everyone's talking about their art pieces and like how cool those art pieces were that we just showed, and Man's talking about grapes. That makes me happy.
So my man was making some wine.
Yeah, Man's making wine. We picked 4.7 tons of grapes this week. Went crazy at the winery and bought way too much wine there. Man's stories blow my mind.
Man's a great guy. I gotta hang out with Man. We chilled. Looked at awesome guitars.
Russ has a sore throat, guys.
Oh shit!
I saw Russ over the weekend. There you go. You're welcome. You
Busted.
and your entire family are gonna have sore throats because you made me go outside. I blame you.
You know the rules. Sarah doesn't go outside.
I don't go outside. What are you doing? I really hope that I'm well before this weekend, because otherwise I'm gonna make everyone in Glasgow sick.
Come visit the booth and leave infected.
Leave infected. Maybe that should be part of my thing. I'll be like, the black rain got you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly.
I did nothing. You may grow balls. It's fine.
That's one of my favorite album titles ever, is the Earl Sweatshirt album his new album's called I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. What an awesome album name.
That's just my life.
Great album too, which makes it even better. Oh, Earl, you delivered. You delivered again.
Oh, Russ did a little sad face. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Just in progress. This is from KM Kibble 75. I hid the base layer and thought it looked kind of interesting. I may have to work on the angles of the eyes though. Open, can you tab? Okay, let's bring this one down. Sorry, my throat's dying. It reminds me of Shmunify's piece actually, like the big eyes. Can you see this? Wait, let me make it so it stays on my face. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Now people can see it.
How are they feeling about it? How you feeling about the start? Good? Confident? Excited?
They said I may have to work on the angles of her eyes. Okay. I feel like you're going. My natural reaction with the angles of the eyes is that there's a very like cartoony effect going on there. Kind of like a massively exaggerated version would be like the Bratz doll's eyes, where they're like quite tilted. It's obviously nowhere near as crazy as that. It's much more subtle. But
well, you see, and the thing I wonder, okay, so looking at this is, so I'm not a cartoonist, so what I wonder is I see the eye on our right, the figure's left eye, and it goes so close to the edge of the face and the hairline. So it's like, as cartoonists who know how to, this is what I'm curious to get feedback on, that know how to exaggerate features and whatnot, is like when you exaggerate a feature, how do you hold on to the original look of the person, you know? Like, how do you still, anytime I've tried, it goes too far off the rails. Like, I don't like keep it locked in, you know? And then next thing I know, it's like, it is a cartoon, but it is not like a cartoon of the person.
One of the most like important things to have to do when you're doing that is you can play around with the face as much as you want, but it's avoiding uncanny valley and making sure you can fit a skull in there. Like the skull could be a really weird skull, but it has to be able to fit in there and make sense anatomically. And if you can do that, you can probably be okay with whatever you do. Like even like an anime character, you can tell when an anime character has been drawn well and when one has been drawn poorly, because the one that has been drawn well, you can fit a 3D skull inside their head, and the one that's been drawn poorly, their hair will clip through it, or one eye, like the eyes would be so large that they would cross over to each other rather than have the panel down the middle. Like, it's things like that. And then obviously you can exaggerate things from within that. Like the golden rule tends to be that you want an eye's width in the middle. And a lot of manga does that. A lot of manga, even though the eyes are so enormous, they will have the eye's width in the middle. And then if you don't do that, then you've got to exaggerate something else to balance it out and make sure that everything else is like tapered and stuff like that to match. But it's very much about seeing what the compromises are. But if you're starting out in it, then the most important thing is get the skull to something that you're happy with and work from that. Just make sure that the hair doesn't clip inside the head. That's the most annoying thing. And that there's an actual jawbone. One of the things that gets missed a lot with anime art, because anime art's very derivative, it's very much you're copying another artist whose work you've seen rather than looking at something to begin with and working from that towards anime. And what some of the things that get lost a lot of the time are like jawbones and then not fitting the entire cranium in, so you end up with the hair clipping through, or hats that are too small, things like that. And then the eyes being proportionately wrong. So you can have enormous eyes, but it has to make sense proportionately. And if you stretch one thing, you shrink another, stuff like that. Our Drokart will know loads on this. So Drokart said, exaggeration is tough. It's just something that has to be practiced like any other aspect of art. I mean, if anyone's going to know stuff on this, it's going to be Drokart.
Yeah, Drokart is a freaking caricature master. Ridiculously talented.
I mean, caricature art is its own skill in its own right. Like, even beyond cartooning, I feel like caricature art is completely its own thing.
Yeah, it's something else, you know. I've always been fascinated by it. Like, I was following Drokart, and Artector was a great caricature artist in RGD as well, and I was always following those guys' work. And man, I don't know, that stuff just blows my mind every time.
Drokart says it's all about examining the relationships between facial features. And I guess it also helps to have a solid foundation drawing skills. Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm going to add some red into this picture because I like red.
Man, mine's just going all over the place. I don't know where this thing's going to take me. I'm just messing with it.
Go on a journey. Have some fun.
Oh, it's an art journey. What adventures are we going to go on today? You see, I can't like really take us on like a nice soft Bob Ross art journey because one, I'm bald, and also I don't have any Van Dyke Brown, so technically it can't happen.
You're also filled with too much hate.
Yeah, a lot of hate, and my continually sad eyes don't work well with it either. Perpetually sad eyes. People will watch and they'll just be like, I don't know about this guy. Like, I can't watch this show anymore.
How's your piece going? How do you feel about it?
I have no idea. The thing is, every time I oil paint, I'm always in this weird, like, until I have to be like 80% done before I can determine if I like it or not. It always starts off and it's just kind of it's just kind of whatever. And then it gets, and then I hate it. And then I hate it even more. Then there's a stage where I'm just like, man, this is such a disaster. And then I start being like, okay, wait, okay, let's just see what I can do here. And now I'm in the stage where I'm usually like, all right, I think there's a painting here, but I'm not sure if it's going to look right. It will look like a painting that is okay, but I don't know if it's going to look like the person or how I want it to look.
Mm-hmm.
Because I take a very weird approach to this with very little measuring, and since I'm not working my normal process with that is a lot of layering, that is usually how I measure. And since I didn't really take that approach, I didn't measure as much as I should have. So I really kind of shot myself in the foot. It'll be interesting to see what happens because of that. But I'm just trying to make sure. Lots of times what can happen with painting is it's much like drawing where you can spend way too much time on one area. And I'll do that a lot when I paint, like, and I'll realize that like I have all these parts that like down here in the bottom where there's just like nothing happening yet. Like I've hardly done anything. And it's like, all right, let's just get paint on the piece of wood first, you know, like,
Yeah.
let's make sure that there's paint here and then deal with, and then I find that I tend to like go in with lots of like solid, I'll always start off by mixing a lot and blending, and then everything will start to muddy. So then I'll go in with like paint that I'm almost like very straight out of the tube to try to just, this is a lot of this is the alla prima kind of issues. And I'm not using a lot of medium. Because.
What do you mean by alla prima?
So that's just like straight, you know, you're just kind of mixing as you go with the brush. Let me hold on a second. I'm horrible with words. Let's look at. Oh, I just got paint all over my computer. This is why I have a cheap computer.
Oh, my brother just showed up and said that your piece currently looks like digital distortion art.
Interesting. No, the funny thing about the definition of alla prima is, because I always associate it as you're just going straight, like from the palette on the painting. You're not waiting in layers. So like it's technically it's like a the wet on wet technique. But it's funny because even in the own definition, it's like you got to work fast before the first layer dries, and it's kind of like, I don't know if you have to work that fast. Like, you know, I'm curious what the definition of fast is in this context.
Probably not 10 years.
Yeah, and it's tricky because like everything blends into itself. Like over here, God, I say like a lot when I'm nervous and trying to figure things out. But over here, everything keeps getting grayed out. I want it to be more like that color, but it keeps blending into the black. So I have to try to like scrape some off so there's not as much to blend. I don't know. You know, and then the thing is you have your mediums. Get some of that excess off there. You have your mediums, and they can thin paint, and you can kind of glaze and layer with them a little bit sometimes. But the problem is it makes the paint really thin, and when it's thin, it kind of with the medium it can stay wet a really long time, and then it also will just kind of it won't have any body. Oh God, I hate what I just did there. That was a disaster. So it's very restrictive like that. There we go. I like where this is going to go. Let's try to get that. I'm trying to make sure that this doesn't just fall into Muddyville over here. That's the hardest thing that struggle with oils and people struggle with for a long time, and especially when learning, is to make sure it doesn't get super muddy.
Okay, we've got a few more posts.
Oh my God, people post fast.
Yeah.
Or maybe this just feels like it's going fast because the oil is very intensive.
Okay, so this is from Animaniac1126. They drew Alex and Arm's picture, Draw Me and My Ducky. And here is the piece. Wait, let me just... There we go.
See, inevitably, what's
There we go.
also a problem is that everything's going to turn green.
And they said used pen and ink and a little bit of ink brushing. Messed up a bit, but overall I like how it's. I like its outcome.
Nice.
Aww. Look at the little ducky and look at the t-shirt. Oh my God. Very cool. I like it. It's got so much character. And then we actually have a finished Mudman piece as well.
Of course, you'd be done already.
So this is as far as I'm going. Insert excuse here.
He's too busy breaking arms.
This is
Right?
really good.
Street justice.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
You got there so fast. You've
Jesus
really
Christ,
got that
oh, man.
that expression down as well. Really cool.
Well, man always throws down. He gets it done. Done, Mun Man.
Done.
Done, Mun Man.
Oh my god, I just got an advertisement for r/adorable dragons.
He's
Sorry.
got what?
An advertisement on Reddit for r/adorable dragons.
Oh,
But anyway, no. The Mun
First I
Man
thought-
piece is awesome.
of course. At first, I thought you said you got an appetizer. I was
An
like, what?
appetizer.
Yeah, a dragon appetizer. Then I was like, I knew it was magical out there. I just knew it.
Oh, I'm in that weird teenage area of a painting.
Yeah, oh my God. Like, I kind of know what I'm going to do and what things I'm going to try. God, I accidentally dirtied up my clean turpentine a little bit more than I'm comfortable with, which sucks, but just going to release that also. That is also another thing people don't realize that will really screw up their palette is when they don't change out their terp. It's just like in watercolor. If you're not like using clean water, you're going to have dirty colors. Them's the rules.
That makes sense.
Seems so simple and obvious, but it's amazing how easy it is to forget. It's like every time we're doing a podcast and you're like, oh my God, I haven't saved yet.
I haven't saved yet. Wait.
Hey, there you go. All right. I said it. I said it. I knew.
What was the title of this one? French Guy 94. Right, there we go. Save. Art puberty is an issue all artists must deal with. Drocart.
It would be the equivalent of a voice cracking for a painting.
Our work grows up right before our eyes. Jen says, I just finished my ink and outline scanning now. God, everyone's so quick today.
What do I want to do? How do I want to do this? I want to go in with like a point. You know what? I'm not done down there. That's the problem. All right. What color is this? What is this? Is this some umber? Ah, umber. I should have been using some umber. Oh, that's the problem. I wasn't using enough umber. That's what happened. That's why I'm struggling.
You heard it here first, guys. When in doubt, use umber.
Yeah, umber. Duh.
Duh.
Just umber it up. Why not? Let's throw some umber in here.
Color Beyond says, what brand of paints are you using? I assume that was aimed at you.
Oh, some shitty ones. Let's see here. I got some Wintons in the Dick Blick brand, and the Utrecht, which is the same thing, which is just like the cheap store knockoff paint. It is not quality, which is also another thing that can cause paints to muddy and not hold tones worth a damn. Is cheap paint has a lower content of pigment, and the colors will be mixed via blends, and you'll find that that's why you'll use some colors, and they'll just the saturation will just go whoo, and like the chroma will just be gone. So it even makes that sound, but it will be gone really fast because cheap paint does not use a lot of pigment. Hence the hues and whatnot are blends, and they lose pigment very fast. And that's why you will struggle with them. So sometimes it's not best to save money on those things because you end up spending more money or just recovering from the cheapness of the materials. It's like, it's like they say, it's like, you don't buy cheap shoes, right? You mess
Yeah.
up your feet. You spend good money on shoes. It's not maybe quite as extreme with paint, but probably not too far off sometimes. Really shouldn't use shitty paint.
I love seeing, I love watching people traditionally paint. I just love seeing it build up. It's crazy. Because I have no idea where it's going. I have no idea what it's going to look like at the
Well,
end.
that makes two of us. I'm driving pretty blindfolded on this thing. I don't know what's going on. I just hope I can get far enough to consider finishing it this evening. I don't really feel like making a 2-day painting. Oh, see, already it's like that umber's nasty. It's like you just tried to darken it a little bit. It's like, you darken it with a compliment, but what's the compliment to brown? Just mixing different browns.
This. Oh, wait, where is it? Jen, you said you posted your outline, but I can't see it. Where is it? Maybe it's in the RGD?
Maybe it's time to bust out the round brush again. It's kind of feeling like that time.
Yes, it's an RGD, right. So here's my outline. We'll start on the watercolor here in a minute. Oh, dude. So pretty. So pretty. So shiny.
Oh, heavens.
Look at the hair. Are you seeing this?
It's so nice. Everyone's heart's freaking me out. Way to go, guys.
Oh, I can't cope. I can't cope. I need to focus on mine. God damn it, you guys. God dang it.
Everybody's faster than us.
They are. I'm too. Oh, I hate. Oh, gosh. Right, it's bugging me. Okay. So you guys might have seen me doing this. I'm going to explain what I was doing when I was doing this last week, if I can find it. This. Okay. So last week you kept opening this picture. This is a picture that I did about 2 weeks ago that I love.
Oh, wow.
I love how I created this, and I'm really happy with it. And it's kind of the style that I want to go towards with basically everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't seem to recreate it, and it's driving me nuts. This is why I was going so nuts.
It's a shame it wasn't during a podcast. You could have watched how you made it.
Exactly. I could have recorded it. But I think what the thing is that piece I worked with only blocks of color and just broke it down. I didn't use any lines until I got to the eyes.
So what you ended up doing is you worked very how you kind of do traditionally.
Yeah.
Like that's the reason I've been using like that. Then how I was always pissed with digital, how I can't find the flat edge brush that I want. Like I have trouble finding a brush like this one, but that can feel and work like how it works with these. And because I like to go all sorts of directions, and maybe that's like you were kind of pulling on some of them old school traditional methods there.
I need to get back to it. I need to find that thing that I did and capture it and be able to recreate it consistently, and then I will be a happy bunny.
Mm-hmm.
It was a master study, so obviously there's going to be things that someone else has done that are more intelligent than I can think of.
It was a master study.
Yeah, it was just a picture that I found online that I really liked. I did it in a different style. The original was very realistic, but I moved it. I decided to do more of like a manga-inspired eyes. I made her more like classic Korean looking. But I was just, God, I just want to be able to do this kind of thing all the time, and I can't do it for some reason. It's driving me nuts. And I'm going to blame the fact that I'm sick.
That's what happened. Mystery solved. I think I can turn this one into a painting. Feels good to be oil painting again. Oh, it's the best feeling ever.
Yeah.
Do you have that the bubblegum piece like posted anywhere you can see it like larger?
No. Oh wait, it might be on my Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.
I think I posted it on Facebook, but Facebook isn't that great anyway. But it's only a tiny picture to begin with because I stayed like mega zoomed out to create it.
Yeah.
So I should probably be doing that. All these things I should probably be doing.
Coulda, shoulda, etc.
I want to capture it again, and I want to be able to do it consistently all the time, and then it will be my thing.
You should be recording your process.
Should be. Normally I do, but the thing is, like, my computer lags a little bit when I record, so I can't get as free of line, like the freeness of like the lines in the hair. Let's see. God damn it. I think this is why I haven't been posting any artwork lately, because I know I can do better stuff. And it's like,
It kind of like it's hard because sometimes I'll look at old paintings and I really like things I did, and it's like, how did I get there? Like my portrait of I May Be Dead, we were just looking at earlier. I did it was my first RGD I did for RGD a long time. The first oil one I did a long time ago, and I was so happy with it, and I've wanted to get back to the immediacy of it ever since. Because I did a handful of oil paintings for It Gets Drawn like a while back, like a ways back, and it was years ago, and I kind of just fell away from it, but I kind of want to get back in that process. And then I got inspired to pick it up again after seeing Foxtrot Oscar just kill it and make beautiful paintings, and just come around to it so quick. And I was like, oh God, yes, oil paint. It's like must have the oil paint again. So back again, but just want to recreate the magic.
Recreate the awesome.
It's fun to come in. One thing that's really fun to do with oil paints is when you can come in with a brush, like kind of a clean brush, and then just soften edges. Like you have like all hard edges, and you can just like come in with like a soft brush and just kind of start like softening up spots, like just very specific little edges, and just pick which ones you want to like soften up and blend together, and it just works so well. There's just no other paint that does it the same way. That's why acrylic drives me crazy, because I like taking my time and then coming in later to like make those kind of decisions. Sometimes it doesn't. It doesn't always work. Like right there, that was a complete disaster. Whoops. Oh shit. I don't even have anything I can fix it with. This is what sucks about working so small. Balls. This is gonna be not easy. I feel bad. I'm not gonna like be able. I don't talk as much when I'm like really focused on the piece. If I'm in like a really difficult spot.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing. It's fine.
And then I just stare and I'm like, okay, don't fuck this up. And I already feel like I'm going too much into details. My classic mistake that I've talked about in here, but too detail focused already. But it's hard. Like you have to be able to just like make a mistake and just let it sit there for so long. And like, oh, don't let it bug you. It just is gonna, this mistake that you made is just gonna stare at you for a while, you know, until you come back around and have a chance to fix it, which will be a while. Oh shit!
I find it so hard to do that, to just like walk away from something.
God, I just saw a pretty severe mistake I made. Wow. Oh, it's a big one. All right. Oh shit! I don't even know what to.
Poshmo says no mistakes, just happy accidents.
Happy accidents, my ass.
Color Beyond says Control Z, Mike. Control Z.
Oh yeah, sure. No, this is something I just mismeasured something pretty far off, and now I have to see. Now I have to stare at this weird eyebrowless thing for a second as I try to like make sense and measure things that got lost.
Okay, there we go. I think I'm starting to feel better about it. I think having the other piece that I want to kind of work towards helps, like having it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know what I'm aiming for. I was so happy with that piece. I was just like, oh my god, look at what I've done.
The most stressful thing about like painting, I don't know how often this happens with digital, but you are just constantly juggling this like fail, succeed, fail, succeed, fail, succeed. Like right now, I am having trouble looking at my painting because it's in such a weird place. Just looking at it, I immediately get frustrated. Like I hate it so much. It's just excruciating to work on. And I have to just keep working through that until I can, because even the slightest little changes can put it back to on track, you know. I was kind of showing a friend once, I was just like, because I found something that was driving me crazy. I could not figure this thing out forever. And when I found what it was, I was like, oh man, this is such an amazingly small detail. But I showed my friend and I was just like, okay, so he's, you know, he was my roommate at the time and a writer. And I was kind of like, this is what drives me crazy about painting. And I was like, all right, see how this like portrait looks weird. And he was like, yeah. So he's like, yeah, because he could admit it, you know, because I knew it was weird. So I was like, all right, see, it doesn't look right. Something's off. Something's weird. Something doesn't feel good. And he's like, yeah. And I was like, all right, I'll watch this. And I just like took an eraser because I found the spot and I just dabbed like this little extra dark spot like on the edge of the eye, just like dabbed it like, blah, and then got rid of that. And then it like fell together. And I was like, yeah. And it was so that was just that working on you know, so in that case in the drawing, you know, but it was just this little thing, like, and it was just enough to feel off to just be annoying, you know?
Yeah.
I keep having that here. Get rid of that. That is wrong. Move it up higher, up here. That's where that goes.
I think it's moving in the correct direction now.
Oh, it's just feels like it's gonna take forever. Now I have to like, I haven't even painted like any of her skin. It's none of it is the tone I need it and want it to be.
Okay, so this is from Future Eye. I'm just gonna move it onto the screen. Ba-doop. I'm gonna keep it on there. So Future Eye says, oh wait, no, this is Future Eye piece. Wait, I'm confused. Okay, no, never mind, ignore me. This is Future Eye's update.
Oh, nice. Let me look at that.
Do a zoom in for you.
It's looking awesome, eh?
Loving the hue variants. We've got these pinks, the browns, got some greeny yellow in here, then the colour of the page. Very cool. And these like speckles thrown across here. Very, very cool. Oh, so cool.
Such talented artists in the podcast community.
Okay, so this is from KM Kibble. Is this color remotely close to her eye color? Have a look at her picture.
I'm probably not the best guy to be asking about color relationships, but other people can certainly.
Okay, I'm assuming you want like a dead serious answer from me. I'm gonna say not at all. So give me a second. Right, let me take a screen cap, if my computer will let me. There we go. Of just her eye. And I'll open. I'll take a screen cap of your piece. And we can use the power of computers. Right, file, open, desktop. Her eye color is very close to like what I would call an icy blue in the center. Imagine like a glacier, and you've got that rich blue and rich, like almost heading towards green, but it is clearly a blue that jumps out at you. And then as you go towards the edge, you're turning into like a very, oh god, sorry, a very cool deep indigo. Open. Yeah, that one. Open. Okay, so let's compare the two. So if I bring this over to here, so this is your piece. So if I hover over here, we've got this very, hopefully you can see that okay on my screen. Let me see if I can make that bigger for you. There you go. We've got this very, like, desaturated, but also towards that white no man's land of a pale lilac. Now, if we jump over to her eyes, now eyes have a lot of different colors in them. So let's start with the rich blue. So there's the rich blue, and you can see it's very in this kind of like teal area. It's actually surprisingly, it's in the like middle ground. If you watch like Istabrax videos and stuff like that, there's like a no man's land, which is everywhere but like below this line and everywhere above like this line, and then colors tend to be here in general with like human eyes, human stuff, nature. Just because you don't tend to have stuff that's majorly saturated or majorly desaturated. So you've got this like blue, and for comparison, watch this, and I'll move it around so you can see it in comparison to other blues. So up here would be much richer, much more saturated. Down here, this is the area where your color is. Your color's here, and it's also down in the like indigo colors, whereas this color is over much further towards green, and it's in this kind of area. That helps. And then let's go over to like this deep indigo on the outside. So you can see that it's moved down towards the desaturation, but you're still staying outside of this like no man's land of evil, muddy colors. And you've got this deep indigo, and it's still in this kind of tealy area. So the lighter, the general rule for blues is the lighter you go, the greener you go. So if we move out, we start on the outside, like right up near her eyelashes, we're heading towards purple. And then as we come down, we slowly move around the color wheel until we hit this bright teal, which is almost into the teal greens. So I hope that helps. Like yours is much more towards the purpley colors. So I would try and stick in this range of colors, and maybe head towards the greens before you head towards the purples. But I hope that helps. And if anyone in chat agrees or disagrees with me, go ahead and comment. I was told by an optician that I have 20/20 color vision, apparently. That doesn't necessarily mean that I can use color efficiently in my own paintings, but it means I can spot them pretty well. Oh my god, everyone's making fun of my little, like, analogy of a glacier. Shut up, guys.
This is as opposed to an angry large glacier. It's awesome. Oh, fucking ass.
It's so hard to go back and focus on whatever it was that you were doing when you've been showing other people's work.
I know, it really takes you out of the zone. It's hard. That's really like one of lots of times. Admittedly, when people are finishing art, I wait a while before I show it. I'll kind of let a pack of them be there, and just because it's just too much work to go back and forth. And oh god, I have to work so small. Shit. All right, hold on. I gotta start painting things correctly.
Oh, my throat is trying to murder me. I might have to end the podcast early because my throat might go out before I'm able to continue.
It happens.
Apparently it does. I think. What do you think of us going till 4? That's the hour.
No, that's fine.
Yeah?
I might just scrape this one away. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it yet.
I'm trying to cough away from the mic. Let me know if it's too annoying.
I'm in that hard place where it's just like there's just a bit off more than I can chew in one sitting, and I just don't know if I feel like spending multiple days on this. Or if I'm just like, nah, screw it. I'm not feeling it, and then it's not really working, and then just erase it.
Ooh, my computer's crashing. Bear with. Bear with. If the podcast closes, it's fine. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Jeepers.
Okay, so this is from Miguel. Hi, here's my first RGD. I might post a work in progress of the current one from the stream soon.
Nice.
Let me bring it down. And let me just check something, because I think CC is welcomed. So if anyone wants to give constructive criticism on this piece, it is welcome. Let me see if there's any information. I tried my hand at doing a Reddit gets drawn pic. Okay, so we have some information on maybe how you created it. It looks very good. Like, wait, let me see if I can bring up the original picture for you. So open a new tab. Okay, cool. This is the original picture. And the original picture's name is Melissa Graces. So if anyone has constructive criticism on this piece, Miguel has actually posted it in its own thread on the Ice Lounge, so you can post it in there, or you can write in the chat, and we'll read stuff out. So go ahead, and then Mike, if you want to say anything.
Maybe in a minute. I'm in like desperation mode. I can't jump off at this second. admittedly.
I'm just going to close it down so I can carry on drawing, but if anyone wants me to bring it back up, let me know. But you can find the link to it in our Artist Lounge thread. Whilst I die.
No.
Oh, who died's in chat? Hey.
Hey, who died?
Who died has an hour. They may try. I really need a wee. Oh, my throat. Right, what am I doing with my life? Come on. Where am I going?
That's the question every artist asks themselves.
I want to really...
It never goes away either, I've come to find.
No.
Well, at least not up until the point I've gotten to. It doesn't. I have a feeling it might ease up a little bit when there's like a little bit of success in there, you know? Like you get a little bit like, all right, and I'm like, all right, there's, you know, something's coming back a little bit, right? But up until then, no. I mean,
Maestro She says, be right back, restarting. Dude, I know the feel.
yeah, you gotta hear that. Holy shit. Why? I hate painting this small. Why did I do that? Everything's just like... I made so many... One of my biggest fears is when I do something stupid on the podcast and I make a dumb approach, is that I just hope that people that are learning, just starting off and learning to paint, like, you know what I mean? It's like if a guy's
oh God,
teaching.
you're way more noble than I am.
What?
Because all I think is like, I don't think anyone would watch me to learn stuff. I just think, oh God, I'm ruining my career.
Well, I think of that too, you know, obviously, but it's that thing where, you know, lots of times, like, you know, beginners in the artist lounge will ask for tips and stuff, and I'm always so scared that, like, if you come in and then it's just like, oh, what's this do it, and I'm like making horrible decisions, right? Because the thing is like you can't. This is done live. I can't just like erase. Like it didn't work.
Yeah.
Like if I was recording a show and I had an episode and it failed, I just wouldn't air it. But this airs all the mistakes. So it's just kind of like there'll be times where it's just like, oh, no, he has no idea what he's doing. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like, no, sometimes you just make dumb mistakes. It happens.
I mean, and you really can't think about those things because otherwise you'd never do anything at all.
I've been painting this whole thing in midtones for so long. It's driving me absolutely fucking bonkers. It's like everything is in a midtone, and I need to like straight paint off. Oh my God. And then her face looks like a total fucking disaster.
Oh, dude.
I cannot possibly fathom how I will not just completely wipe away this painting at the end of the podcast. I might even throw away the piece of wood because I don't even want to ever see this piece of wood again.
Wow, dude.
Really? Like, it's done. I don't ever want to see that again. I'll just erase this part of my life.
Oh, God.
It's funny, though, like, when I screw up, I can't even, like, it's such an emotional roller coaster. It's like when I fail a painting, it just feels like I just, like, got dumped or something. Like, I get so depressed. Like, I just can't handle it. Sometimes I just have to, like, lay in my bed for a while and just kind of stare at the ceiling.
That as well.
It's just like, I can't take it. Because it's like, it's never just, oh, I messed up a painting. It's like, all I can think about
amount of life.
Yeah, and I associate like the hours. It's like that's that many hours I have to go back to work and just like pack shit in boxes. Like it's just so hard to take.
I think it's hard anyway because I don't know, like you know that there's that potential within you and yet you couldn't take it at that moment. You couldn't like create it.
Yeah.
I like the amount of times that I've been really upset and then I've realized it's because of some mess up in art. And then I'm like, God damn it, why am I this upset about that? Like, it's like, oh my God, the entire world's ended. And then my boyfriend turns to me and he's like, did you mess up a picture earlier? And I'm like, maybe.
It's really, so much of it comes down to that, you know. It's like everything collapses, you know. Like when I don't know, when I fuck up a painting, like it's hard. Like I need like a moment to just like let all the emotions run through. And that's what makes it even harder during a podcast because it's live. So like I just have to, I'm like right now, like to describe how I feel as like I have a total bottle of rage. Like if I had the strength to rip this board in half, I would, but like I can't because it's just like, hey, everybody who likes to make art, you know what I mean? So I have to just keep painting. I'm in hell right now. Help me, I'm in hell.
Oh God. Oh.
But I don't know. I think it makes it.
Wait, Demon Man has
exciting.
words for you. Demon Man says, "Shut the hell up!" Right? Demon Man says, "Get a grip. It's art. There's no mistakes or career to worry about." I disagree. You could turn out 4,000 pieces and make just one that's loved. Bang, you're at success. You do art because you like it, no other reason. Mike, I like where your piece is at the moment. Someone else might or might not. It's subjective. No matter what, someone will love what you hate.
Oh, hey, that's fine. I'll still hate it.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I was waiting for you to say that. Also, there is a career to destroy.
Well, yeah, because I don't think it's hard. Like
it is
I
my
can't
career.
separate it from every other part of my life. I can't separate my art failures from knowing that I have to go to bed and just wait 12 hours. You know, I have to sleep and then wait and then wake up and then wait another 12 hours before I can even consider trying again. And I have to just like do that. Like I don't know. It's really, really hard. I guess
I do agree with Demon Man in that it is just art, and it is also you do art because you like it. Like we wouldn't be doing this right now if we didn't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But I could ruin my career by not making good art.
I honestly think it's like the thing is like I don't know, man. Like everyone has parts like when they have like self-doubt. Like I mean, we're in the portion. This is always the portion of the podcast that gets dark before we pull out of it. The podcast works like making a piece of art.
It's because this is the teenage part of the paintings. They all look like shit at the moment, and then they look great later. It's fine.
Yeah. And it's like it's so much in one piece. You can have so much self-doubt because you can't get things to work right, and I don't even. It's just even hard to focus. I can't even.
You can't even.
Oh,
you can't even.
For fuck's sake.
You need a pumpkin spice latte because you can't even. Schmoonify says, to put it simple, some of my favorite pieces I've done are completely ignored. Yet something I don't like much gets so much praise. I think a lot of artists have that happen. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens so much, but it really does. Because I hear about it all the time, and I've had moments of it.
Oh yeah, definitely. Some of my favorite paintings.
That's so true. Okay, Kenneth Hung has just said, it's not bad art that ruins careers, it's lack of art that ruins it. That's, you're absolutely true.
That's why I'm scared. I don't have a lot of chances to try. So when I fail, it's like if you can only, like, you want to be a professional golfer, but you can only go to the golf course once a week. Like, if you fuck up, you just spend the whole rest of the week like, well, you know what I mean? It's like, I remember being in school, and I couldn't put as much time making art as I wanted. So I would just watch people improve so drastically in such a short period of time that could put the hours in. And all you could do is just sit there and be like, I don't have the hours. Like, it's no matter what, it will take a long time. I know this sounds like super negative and not right, but like, I don't know. I bring this shit up because I know this is things people fear and they feel and face. And lots of times it's not, I'm aware it's not the most fun thing to listen to or think about or discuss. And it'll, you know, like, I'll probably go to sleep tonight and I'll be like, why did I bring that up in the podcast? You know, but it's shared feeling. A lot of people feel this way, you know. That's the challenge. The hardest thing about art is not learning how to make art. It's learning how to make room in your life for art.
Or learning how to not lose it.
Yeah.
Learning how to stick with it when you've got the opportunity and not throw that away. Because it can be so easy to think there are other things I should be doing right now. There are other more important things I should be doing right now. And it can be so easy for an artist in their early years or in their in-between years to go and throw it away and then later regret it. I've seen so many people do that. And I've seen so many people do the opposite as well, where they've thrown all of their energy into it and they burn themselves out so fast. It's such a delicate balance.
Oh, I burned myself.
Like, particularly with career artists, people who are trying to do this as a full-time job. And that's kind of, that's the mindset I guess both of us come from. It's you want to do this as a full-time job.
Yeah.
Demonman says disagree, is just where you're at the moment, living history of the artist. Kenneth Hun says oh no, I already read that one. Poshmo said switch to 720p to be able to appreciate this monster more. Navras HF says, I'm reading a great book about this right now. Ooh, what's the book? Demandman says, if I let opinions worry me, I'd never paint or draw. It's learning not to listen to anyone, just go with how you feel. Poshmo, first time watcher, subscribe to the subreddit and the YouTube. Navras, thank you, by the way. Thank you very much. Yeah. Navras HF says, Art and Fear, Observations on the Perils and Rewards of Art Making. Dude, was it written by you?
Do I have that book?
So its title was Art and Fear, Observations on the Perils and Rewards of Art Making.
Oh, no, I don't have that book. I know that book, yeah.
My professor gave it to me after this past summer, which I was particularly unproductive on due to a fear of being too pretentious with my work for my senior exhibition. I like that. I like worrying about being too pretentious in art.
Yeah.
I like that. I feel like the whole point of art is to be pretentious at all times. Oh, Kenneth is a first-time watcher too. Hello, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. Hope you didn't come in right at this point.
I hope you're enjoying that depression.
This is how the show works. We start off, we joke, have a little fun. We just, you know, we rib at each other. We talk about, Sarah talks about how we shake hands with guns in the U.S., and I talk about how she grows up in a clock and pocket watch shop. And then we start making art. Starts off kind of fun and lighthearted. And then as the pieces wave through being good and not good, we get severely, we go through a whole series of emotions. And then eventually we can usually pull out of that in the end and then get it together. The thing is,
eventually art happens.
Art happens. I think I actually do like about the format of this show is it's so long, you get the full experience of making a piece of art. Like the success, the excitement, the laughter, the crippling self-doubt, the depression, the anger, the frustration. If there's anything to gain from this is that it is an incredibly, it can be, I don't know, it is, I can't speak for everybody, but it can be an incredibly emotionally invested process. And that's why we take it seriously. It
really matters. I know it's so stupid to say that, but for some reason it really does matter to us artists.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know, it never feels
it also
like,
matters that there's a car like freaking out behind you.
Yeah, you know, they'll do that. They're solving problems, you know.
They're doing the things.
They're doing their things. I don't know, it's a thing I can never really quite, I know it's weird to people because I'll see other you know, every artist will have that moment where they're just like, you just screw something up or whatever, or you have that final straw and you're just like, God damn it. And you're just like, so, I don't know. It's just such, it's not just, oh, I screwed up that thing, I'm bummed. It's like, it feels bigger. You know what I mean? Like when you have that like art breakdown, it feels so much bigger because it's just kind of like everything kind of falling and collapsing at once.
I will say though, the artists that I've heard from that don't, they at least don't let on that they get this, but they have said actively that they don't end up like, having these kinds of things. They get shed loads of art out a day, but it's like the act of getting shed loads of art out a day gets rid of that feeling. So,
well, that doesn't help me.
No, I'm just saying, like, for discussion's sake,
yeah.
They'll fill sketchbooks in a week, and work unbelievably fast. People like Kim Jong Ji, is that his name? Kim Young Ji. Wait, I need to check that I'm saying that right. Kim. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that name.
Kim Young Ji. Yeah. Artists like him who can just throw out shed loads of art just consistently and just like unbelievably detailed. And the thing is, if you can do that, then you can make 500 pieces, and for every 5 that you hate, there's another like 400 odd that you like. And then it doesn't matter at all, because you know for every one you can throw in the bin, you can make 5 more that you'll like, and you'll be able to do it within the hour. And I think that's the difference. When there's such like a time barrier on it, that's when you start ending up with these really harsh emotions, because you I guess it's completely self-inflicted as well. Have we heard of shitty watercolor? Yes, of course. But then you end up with this kind of weird vicious cycle where the fact that you're not getting much out messes with you a lot, which means that you can't make your best work, which means that you're not getting a lot out. Like it's I think that it's trying to find ways of breaking that cycle really, and fitting in art as much as possible, and that makes it a lot easier to deal with. Like I've been getting a lot of stress over art lately, and that's because I'm not working on it as much as I'm used to, because I've been sick and because I've been going out and stuff like that. And it means that when I finally come back to it, and I've got all of these ideas, there's billions of ideas, and I can't make any of them work. It's like, what's going on? And I think you've got the same thing, but with like a career aspect there.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's just that thing is like, you know, I think there's a big fear. It's like, am I taking it seriously? Like, it's always like, you got your chance. Like, you have to just, like, my least favorite advice is, you got to go for it. It's like, what? Dude, come on. You know, just get job. And so it's that thing. I'll second guess myself. Am I just going for it? And then I'll put myself in, you know, but it's like, I only have so much time, and like, what am I supposed to prioritize? It's like, make the art. Okay, I make the art. It's like, well, are you promoting yourself? It's like, no, I was making the art. It's like, well, you got to promote yourself. Oh, okay, I'll promote myself. And then it's like, okay, I promoted the thing. It's like, oh, are you making art? It's like, you just told me to promote, you know what I mean? It's like, I can't do it all at once. There's not enough hours, you know? And I've gone through severe burnout from stuff like that. You know, particularly in like running my gallery and doing all that, doing that at night and trying to fit it all in around the day job. And I actually underestimated how much time I lose just in commuting too. That's something I never took into account. I didn't realize compared to the national average, that I had such a long commute to work. When I first moved out here and I was first working at a gallery, my commute each way to work was an hour and a half. And it's like, so I was losing 3 hours a day just going to and from work, which is funny because it wasn't even that far. It just took that long to. San Francisco's not always conducive to getting to certain neighborhoods. Like certain neighborhoods are just not very accessible. Ideally, I wish I could just work in Oakland, but anyways. So it's like a lot of little factors. Okay, so now I'm like starting to feel towards the painting, like it's coming back online now. So I'm trying to keep that focus.
We've got a question from Kenneth. Just curious, what do you want to do with art as a career? So I've spoken about this a lot. I'll do like a summary, but do you want to say anything about that?
Art as a career itself?
What do you want to do with art as a career? Like, what are your goals?
That's the thing. It's like it's transitioning.
Yeah.
It's, it used to always be like, oh, just do the gallery thing and be an artist and all that. But I don't feel, I'm not so sure about that world, that part of the art world anymore. And then, so it's kind of like, well, I don't think about the long term of it. What I think about is, okay, what could you do to just pay your monthly bills with art? Just pay 1 month of bills, commissions or whatever means you need to take to do that. And so I think about it in like these micro steps, because as far as the big picture goes, I don't know, man. I've been changing my mind so much on it. At first it was like, the art route. The problem is I'm not on any paths that are leading to any of the places that would lead to where I need to be. It's just go to work, come home, try to make art, try to find an just keep open to my opportunities and avenues and try to put one together. But, I'm not quite taking the right approach to, be in the gallery world, because I'm not really making those kind of bodies of work like that. And then, I'm not like, I don't know, shit. I feel like I would have answers, but they've been changing, and I'm in a really weird middle place right now, and I'm not sure anymore what the hell I'm supposed to do. And so all I have right now is to try to wrap up some obligations with some things I'm currently doing and some projects, and then next year when that stuff's finished, I can finally take a breath and be like, all right, like, what do I need?
Yeah.
Where do I fit in with this? Because I don't know what's actually going to be a viable option. I've worked in the commercial gallery world for maybe 7 years now, 7 or 8 years. And the amount of change I've seen even in that period of time, but also kind of seeing what really kind of happens there and what goes on and what your options are as an artist coming into that world. It's kind of like, maybe this isn't the best, maybe that's not the best goal or area to aim for, and how fast even you can have a career, then how fast you can just like lose it and then have nothing, it's kind of like, maybe I've been spending a lot of time thinking about what avenues are opening up with technology and in the world that maybe have a different path for artists that might actually be better. Because really, in the end, I just want to make art. I just want to make my art, and I want to do it as much as I can. My goal in life isn't to be like this. I don't think about like trying to be like a name out there people see or this or that. It's like, what can I do that can just finally afford me the time to make the work I need to make? And unfortunately, a lot of the work I like to make isn't cheap to do. Like oil painting on a larger scale is expensive. That's not the kind of thing where you just quit your job and you get started. It's like,
yeah,
it's like I could quit my job and just get started, but I'm not like, it's like, it's fucking expensive. And then a lot of times that's why I wonder, if I should get out of where I live, because it's just so expensive to live out here for one. I don't know, man. It's like that changes a lot.
What location?
No, it's just where I want to be with art. I think a lot of maybe the stress is between losing so many hours to work and just trying to have a living, and being able to like afford the materials that I use to make my art. I'm also kind of in a weird place where I'm losing faith in the art world itself and the avenues of where I was thought would be options or where I'd want to go with it, and a number of things. And I'm finding the people that break through tend to have very different paths and avenues and resources to get there that I didn't know about. And as I get further into the commercial part of the art world and kind of get a little background into how it works, it's like, oh, I see. You know, it's not the world that I thought it was. So I'm having I have a bit of a crisis with that as well.
So I guess I'll answer the question then now. People know, I think most people know my answer to this on here anyway, but whatever. So I'm currently a full-time artist. I sell around the UK my manga comics. Since 2011, when I was 17-ish, when I made my first manga graphic novel, I've been selling them under my own business entity of Geyser Inc. Around the UK, and I've also sold some of abroad, like online, and I love it to bits. And most of my income is from commissions and stuff like that. But due to some changes in the comic scene, like some rule changes and stuff like that, and also kind of having to deal with commissions and stuff. Commissions can be really fun, but they can also be incredibly stressful, depending on the client that you get. And sometimes that can be too much. You kind of just want to be doing either your own thing or working for someone else. And I thought that working for myself was exactly what I wanted, but I'm starting to find that it can take quite a toll on me. And I think I would like to have more structure in my career, but still doing art, and then in turn have more freedom with whatever I make outside of it. At the moment, I have a conflict of interest if I work on my own pieces. If I sit there and I do something that's fun, then that's me not working on a commission, which means I'm not making money from it. And that kind of stops me from making any art that I want to make. And it's completely self-inflicted, completely. And I wasn't like this in the past. So I guess things have triggered this to happen. So I would like to move towards working for a company. And I did some thinking about what kinds of companies I'd want to work for, that kind of thing. And when I was a kid, my childhood dream was to work on a video game. And it's kind of the thought of seeing just my name pop up on the credits of a video game is kind of amazing to me. Gaming's been a massive part of my life for all of my life. So I would like, if I could get my skill level up high enough, because you need to be incredibly skilled to be able to do it. My dream job would be to be a character designer for a games company. My absolute dream, which would never happen, would be to be a character designer at like Square Enix, something like that. Like Final Fantasy and that, and has always been like a massive thing to me. So that's kind of the direction I'm moving in at the moment. At the same time, I'm also trying to boost up my own business. I've just finished an accounting course. I've learned a lot from that I had no idea about. So I literally finished that about 2 days ago. So I'll be applying everything that I learned from that to my current business. And who knows, maybe just using proper accounting, like theories, I think like ratios that I didn't know even existed, that then teach you so much about your business and its health. Maybe working on that can make my current stuff to a point where it isn't this much of a pressure on me. But I think even if I did that, it would still be a dream come true to work on a video game. So, and I don't want to work on a game that I designed. That's not the goal. I want to be part of a team that creates something that me as a kid would have absolutely have been stoked about, would have been sitting there waiting for the release date. So I don't know, that's kind of where I'm heading, but I am currently full-time artist, just not earning a great deal. Kenneth says to Mike, "You sound exactly like I did a little while ago. I only asked because I was indecisive before, but art is my career now. Maybe I can offer some insight."
I love insight. I'll take some insight. I know same dog goes in a very similar situation as well.
Kenneth is headed to Blizzard tomorrow. Is that for an interview, or are you working there? Whatever it is, good luck. I hope it goes well. That's amazing.
That is awesome.
That is awesome. Jen says, one of my friends from high school was signed to Blizzard a few years back. That's so cool. Yeah, so I'd love to work for a company like that. I think like working on the characters for League of Legends or something like that would be amazing to me. Just designing new characters, even if I was freelance, I just did like some stuff for a company on the side, like that would be so cool. Ken says, I'm there for a tour. I work at Disney right now. Well, congratulations on that.
Yeah, nice.
Maybe you could be an artist on the podcast sometime, and you can talk to us about that story. That sounds amazing.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I mean, the more input. That's a funny thing about it. I feel so funny sometimes because it's like, I don't make art professionally. I work in art-related fields, but as far as creation of art, I do not make a living off my art. So it sometimes feels funny having a podcast, because most certainly probably that's what people normally would want to hear. And I tend to just focus my insight on, art, chat, and technique and whatnot. Because I don't have a lot of living as an artist experience to share. So the more of that could be here, the merrier, for sure. Because it's hard, because I think like a lot of times you don't really get you never get like a full story. Like the number of interviews I read just hoping to kind of like, oh, how did they get to where they are? And it's always like, when it comes to like career and where they got there, it's always kind of just like quick, because it'll just be an interview in a magazine or something, and then it goes from like, oh, here, and then we're here, and you're like, what? But like that's like those little steps and the little smart decisions and the little like things like, oh, I met this person, and then that focused on this and then introduced me to this. Like those are important, because you can actually learn a lot from those experiences people have. And it's always really interesting to hear, like, it's just like what avenues people take to get to their goals, I got a Tim piece here to show off, but I have to. All right, there we go. Still got some corrections there. I don't know. I might be able to save this one by the end of the night. I might be up late.
Demand Man says, Mike, come live on my farm. No rent, just art. I'll feed you.
The Demand Man farm. I don't know, Demand Man. Sounds tempting. Let's see here.
Right, I think there were a load of people who posted artwork whilst we were chatting, and I think I blanked them, so I'm going to see if I can find that.
I got a Tim piece here. Well, let's look at that. Make sure my hands are safe to pick it up and not ruin it. Oh, it looks awesome.
Yeah, everyone write in the chat if you posted your artwork and I missed it because I wasn't paying attention.
Here's Tim's piece right here.
Oh, Tim, god damn you. Look at the hair.
Yeah, right?
I love the wispy hair on the left of the picture, like up near the top. I love that.
I love the line work he did on the beanie too, to get the vertical strokes, to get the texture of the knitting.
Yeah, and the little bit of snow as well.
Mhm.
Oh, Tim.
Oh, Tim.
You glorious bastard. Tim is awesome.
I think Jen just looked up her friend that works for a company and found
Yeah,
out they're red.
don't read that out. Don't read that
okay,
out.
okay. Oh, is that a not a read thing? Whoops.
They haven't said to not read that out, but I'm just going to say don't read that out.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
It's the kind of thing where if you've got the wrong person, it's a bad thing.
Oh, I got you. All right,
Yeah.
good call. Let's just hope that. Let's hope they have the wrong person for the sake of everybody in that situation.
She mean if I said like, yeah, Tim Peace. My brother says, nice. The hair looks like silk. Oh, I just realized it's been like on your face the whole time. Okay. I'm gonna refresh and see who has artwork whilst I cough myself to death. Oh god.
Battling.
It's fine. It's fine.
Being sick's rough.
I hate being sick. I really do. It's like the bane of my life. Okay. Open link in new tab. Let's stick this on my face. Okay. We have more dicks from Sam 9.
This is nice. Now we're talking. Oh wow, this paint's actually already starting to dry from the liquid. Huh.
More dicks, all the dicks. All the dicks, Sam 9. Keep going. Quick says, I didn't realize this one was being done on the podcast. First time watching it for me. Now I wish I spent more time on it. Ooh. This is funky. Look at this.
Oh, we switched screens here. Oh, that's awesome.
I'm not sure who Quick is in the chat. They said that they are in the chat, but I'm not sure who they are, so let me know. But yeah, no, that's awesome. Look at all the sparkles and stuff.
That's really cool.
I love it.
I love like just kind of the smirk in it too.
Yeah. It's got so much style, so much character. I think there was more people. Let's see. Okay, Maestro Chi. Oh, Chi. Chi, you beautiful creature. Okay, this is Maestro Chi's piece. Is this pastel? Or... It's really nice. Just staring at the colours, just like, oh, the colours. I don't know if Mike's still there.
Oh, that's Kenneth's piece.
Hello?
Did you already clarify that? I'm sorry.
This is Maestro Cheese.
Oh yeah, no, I mean the other piece when you didn't know who it was in the chat.
Ah, okay, cool, brilliant. It's Kenneth's piece. Thank
That's
you.
awesome. Now again, look at Maestro Cheese.
I had a feeling.
Oh, that's awesome.
I had an inkling that it was. I don't know. There was something about how much character it had. I was like, oh, that's someone it was.
Yeah.
A cool company. No, yeah, this is cheese paste. Look at this. Very cool. Very soft.
Super awesome.
Let me go to the RGD thread. Can I show everyone's in there? Here is Foxtrots. Now, I believe I read that Foxtrot finished their piece.
What?
I feel like I saw a quick message there earlier saying that they finished their piece, but this was the piece, which I think is really cool.
Why'd you finish her that?
I don't know. I do.
Why would anybody destroy a painting? I don't understand you.
And of all the people, the glorious Foxtrot Oscar. Demon Man says, "Isn't it cool the differences we all have?" Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is the same dog. Oh wow. You're right. Everyone is so different. Sketchy pen and watercolor piece. There we go. Do a zoom in actually. This one is detail. I love how like it's reminding me of the patterns you get on the top of like swimming pool water. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Like
it's just very wavy and swirls. There's a lot of movement in that. It looks like it's constantly moving.
It's very organic. Very cool. Very, very cool. Can I show the other people in the thread? There was someone else as well. There it is. Work in progress by Drawing by Anon. Ooh. Some lovely line art.
Yeah, definitely.
Look at that. Look at the detail.
Just nailed the mouth too. Everyone's been just like nailing the mouth, just getting the teeth and everything just locked in. It's been really nice to see. It's so easy to kind of just like tiptoe around a mouth when you kind of have just like the subtle hints of teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, I've totally like I've gone no teeth. I've been like, no, screw it. I will add a little bit of detail in there, but I'm being mega subtle with it.
Yeah.
KM Kibble, I updated my piece. Wait, okay, let me refresh. Yeah, here we go. Here is what Foxtrot did to their piece. Look at that.
Oh, Funisher.
Look at that.
Actually, kind of looks awesome.
I kind of like it.
It
looks like something out of a horror movie or something.
It looks like something like Frank Auerbach just went nuts on it, and Frank Auerbach's pretty awesome. Kind of looks like a Frank Auerbach painting.
Poshmo says, "Please don't nail the mouth." Just adding that in there. Okay, and this is KM Kibble 75's final piece. I'll bring it down. Yes, you went much bluer with the eyes, which is cool.
Oh, there we go.
This was the one where we were looking at the eye color for. There we go. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. I like that you went more blue with the eyes because I think it matches the lip color better.
And Foxtrot, what went through your mind when the piece got demolished? I'm curious.
Looks like Voldemort on a hangover. That was from Demon Man.
See if I can get this right.
Why am I not looking at the picture? What am I doing? Right,
Or you do just a thing where you're just drawing on it, but not
I'm
focusing on that.
not even looking at it at all.
Risky approach right there.
Oh, I love it when I've gotten rid of enough of the lines that the line layer can go away. It's like, thank you, I don't want you anymore. You served me well, but I don't want you anymore.
So cold.
I know.
So cold-hearted. Foxtrot, Oscar, I like it better. Oil painting is an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, thank you, Demand Man. Demand Man said, Sarah, your piece is looking more like your favourite. So it's heading towards where I want it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I might need to work on it a little after the show. But I think it's heading somewhere where I feel like I could get it there eventually.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be up late on this one.
Oh, is Demand Merton off? He just said goodnight. I can't tell if he was saying goodnight to someone else or if he's leaving. Oh. Yeah, Demand Man's off. Thank you for watching.
Peace out, Demand Man.
And thank you for your words of wisdom.
As always. Always keeping it in check. Keeping my meltdowns in check. Which I'll transfer from being like, stressed about art to being stressed about, why did I say that on the podcast? Just keep your mouth shut.
That is true. Immediately, as soon as we end this podcast, guys, all right, the first thing that he said to me, I sigh out of relief that we completed the podcast without something horrendous happening. And then Mike immediately apologizes for everything in the universe.
It's whatever. I'm confident about other things. Just let me be none. I'll just be not confident about art. That's just, that's just how I am. That's who I am.
Yeah.
Deal with it. Like it, whatever. Maybe one day. I do not approach art with swagger.
No.
I approach it with crippling self-doubt and constant second-guessing.
The only person who approaches art with swagger is that one guy who can paint a painting upside down and spin it, and it's like perfect.
I think he has all that shit drawn out in pencil. And that's why he's painting on a black canvas.
Oh, dude. You might be right.
That guy learned how to paint Ray Charles upside down, but that's all he does. That's all it is. Just paintings of Ray Charles upside down.
If you could paint only one thing, what would you pick?
Ray Charles upside down. I watch that video of that guy constantly. I just, why not me? No. Oh God, just like one subject matter or one type of painting or
one thing. Like it's literally the only thing you can paint. Like if it's that one apple in your kitchen, then that's the only thing you can paint.
Well, God, I sure hope I'd be lucky enough to at least have like a muse or something I can paint. Otherwise, oh Jesus. Well, I would hope it would be that, because I go pretty well. When someone's inspiring in my life, I can crank out some good work then. But without that, I don't even know. I was doing the landscape thing for a while, but that was kind of fun.
Wait, do you not do landscapes anymore? Dude, that's your thing.
I haven't done landscape in a while.
No. You know what?
Well, I'm not in the landscape anymore.
Right.
I've been removed from it for too long.
Right, guys, chat, everyone. What do you think of this? So, there's a thing called digital plein air, where you go onto Google Images. You go onto Google Earth or Google Street View, whichever one you've got access to. You pick a place, and then you go and you look at the pictures on there.
You have to pick it at random, right?
You don't have to pick it at random. The idea is that you just explore around the world and find something interesting to paint, like a location, a landscape, and then you try and paint that as in whatever way you want. But most people try and get it as accurate as possible. But some people try and add their own style to it and stuff like that. But would people be interested in maybe doing that next week?
It could be fun. Oh, possibly next week will be the direction episode.
What?
You know, where we're someone's volunteering and then we're steering the
Ooh.
ship. Possibly.
Okay.
So it'd either be next week or
one
the
of
week
those.
after.
Yeah. But would people be interested in trying that out? There's a really good Facebook page if you want to see examples. And I think it's literally just called Digital Plein Air. No, not Digital Paint Out. Wait. Yeah, Virtual Plein Air. PLEINAIR. Also, Foxtrot says your landscapes are awesome. You should do more.
I had some in mind, particularly some large, like another large. I had two that I was going to do another 6-foot paintings of, but I don't know. I just haven't been in the studio for that. I don't know. I've been kind of digging some portrait stuff lately, so it's hard when you're removed from it after a while. It doesn't have that, like, I still want to see the paintings finished, but I don't have that same spark in me anymore. Like, I don't know, my head like kind of gets like obsessed with like subject matter or things, you know, like it will just get completely obsessed over an idea or something to paint or whatever. And so I'll just focus on that because it's like the only thing I can think about. And it hasn't been like that with landscape in a little while, just because I think I've just been removed from it for so long.
There's a few people saying that they might find that a little scary or they wouldn't want to partake. If you are working digitally and it would be like one of your first landscapes, I would highly recommend looking up Noah Bradley's Art Camp on YouTube. And he's got the first episode out on there. And he talks about master studies. But during it, he does a master study of a landscape and basically teaches you through how to do it. And it's of a painting, and I had a go. I've got a picture there on Facebook of the one that I did. But you would essentially do the same process during the plein air. So that might help you. It helped me a lot, so I thought I'd suggest that. But it looks like there's a lot of people who'd be interested in it. A few people may not partake in it. That's fine. You're always welcome to draw whatever you want, and we'll post it up here. Oh, Joker's got a picture.
Oh, nice.
Let me find it. Okay, so it's a caricature for I Never Swear's picture, which is Would You Draw My Sister? And let me make it stay on my face. Oh my word. Haha, I like this one. Okay. Here you go. How good is that? Wait, I'll get
God, I freaking love Drogart's drawing so much.
This is the original inspiration. The RGD. That's so good.
Eyes way off. He just pushes it so far to the extreme.
I love that, like, the mouth, you've got, like, the bug teeth and the tiny little tongue, like a little hamster or something. It's like, it's so good.
I like because it's just, like, there's, like, in visual comparison, it's all comedy. Like, there's nothing in it that's there to, like, flatter, you know? It's all just, like, hilarious.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
That's awesome.
Your work does impress me, Joker. Navras HF says that is some solid line art. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are down for the landscape thing. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I do. I kind of want to do some pen and ink, like wash landscapes. I haven't really done that before. That'd be fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I've like done, you know, oil and drawing and everything, but I've never done like pen and ink wash ones. So I think that would be maybe how I'd approach it. That'd be an adventure. Gotta fix a thing that I didn't do right. See if I can't fix it.
We'll probably start wrapping up soon.
Wrapping up the
Okay.
podcast. I feel like all I did this episode was complain. Like I hardly talked and all I contributed was complaining. Oh God, at least it was on the air for everyone to see. Come join us and watch Funisher be a total freaking downer. Whatever, it happens.
It's fine.
It's your problem now. That's why I do this, so I can dump it on everyone else.
I must use as many colors as I possibly can. I love just adding so many colors into hair. It's so fun. It kind of makes the hair look kind of not real at all. Very, very watery. But I enjoy it so much.
I keep accidentally making her look possessed.
Poshmo's like, wrapping up is good. It's like 3 a.m. here. You maybe knew. It's 4:36 here. Usually we finish the podcast and the rest of my family's getting up for work.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, who I believe is the person who posted the original photo, has said, "Thank you so much for everything. This is nuts." So well done, everyone. Everyone's artwork has been so cool. Seriously. By the way, if there are any artists watching, I know we've had a few new people here today. We're always looking for guest artists for the show. If you watch some of our previous episodes, you'll see that we have guest artists fairly regularly. So if there's anyone who would be interested in being a guest artist, you can contact either myself or Mike through Reddit or whatever other contact you want to use. And we can check your tech. And if it's all good and you've got a time zone that works, then we can go ahead and do it. Kenneth is about to go get dinner.
Nice.
That is a horrendous noise.
Oh well. Maybe next time.
Wait, what did you do? Oh my god!
And gone. Ah, nuts. Well, they can't always win. That's a big, important lesson. Maybe I can at least get this board to be like a base tone that I like, though, for the next painting. If I get some, maybe now I can get my sienna on here, right? Yeah, there we are. I'll prepare for the next one. Got to get this oil thing down right.
I can't believe you just did that.
Yeah, this happens. I tell people all the time, like when I'm making art, like at least half of the stuff I make doesn't make it. You know, like, well, particularly in a medium I'm not fresh in for a while. Like, yeah. Damn. Fuck.
Slam
Sorry.
goes, that was the sound of punishing. David says R.I.P.
I can it's just such a bummer. Well, I don't know. I just didn't, the number of hours it would take to make it so I could even look at it is not equal to the number of hours I want it to take to just make a painting. You know what I mean? Like, It's kind of like totaling a car. It's like you could fix it, but, you know, maybe it's time to just donate it or scrap it for parts. Oh, heavens. Oh, Foxtrot, we tried. We tried, man. We tried to We tried to do the oils, but the oils fought back. God, pull my painting that worked. Oh, look at that for a minute.
Drocart says salute to the fallen art.
Yeah, I think comes and goes. I couldn't even look at it. It was making me sick to my stomach. Oh shit! The nail came out of the wall.
Oh my god. Oh god.
Fell by a bunch of electronics. I'll have to probably hunt for that. This was the first oil I did for RGT of I May Be Dead.
Oh wow. Wait, let me make that stay. There we go. That's really cool.
Yeah, I was really happy with this one. I think it was just the palette was more minimal, you know. I dove in with this with so many colors, and I was trying to do so many. The hardest thing is to not let yourself do too many details.
Yeah.
And I was just, that's like what happened. I just like did the details, and I didn't want to work that small. And it's like a lot of this piece was just little lines, and it's just little lines. When you can't do layering in your ala prima, so you have to draw and paint in the darks, and it can smear out. Like little lines are just like the nightmare. They're like the death of you with oil painting. And so it's kind of like, I don't know. It's a very specific kind of set of circumstances that you kind of have to deal with. And sometimes some things, I thought this photo would work and I thought I could do it, but I did not approach it right. And I failed. Oh well.
Aww. David says, I like the emotion in that one.
Hey, this was a full spectrum experience here. That's very much what it feels like when I make art. So.
Oh, I think he means the painting that you showed.
Oh, that
the
one.
The oil painting, the emotion.
That makes more sense. Yeah, that was a fun one. Good old I May Be Dead. Good guy. Good artist. There we go. See what you do now is you save all that paint from the palette. You mix just like a little neutral color, and then you can use that as a root for your next palette, and then you just bump off that neutral. Just make it warmer and cooler. And you save money on paint.
It's true. You do save money on paint.
So now I can start my next palette and have this kind of muddy neutral. But you don't want to use too much of that, or else the whole thing just looks like mud.
Okay, let me see if there were any last pictures to show. And then I think we'll wrap it up. So, Erase Sare, ERASESARE, or Navrous HF in the stream. Thanks for letting us watch. Oh, gorgeous. Wait, let me bring this over. Look at that purple. Look at that.
Oh, wait, let me switch screens.
Purple.
Awesome.
The blue is gorgeous as well. I feel like you've really, really captured those colors. Like the kind of glacial effect that was going on with her eyes, you've really got that.
I'm gonna get close to my screen.
Good night, KM Kibble. Thank you for watching.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Good night.
Color Beyond says, "Are you using canvas to paint on, Mike?"
No, wood. This was just a wood panel that I hammered some little sawtooth hangers in the back, just like maybe a 5-ply. Not sure. The back, it's not Luan. Luan's actually a nice surface of a wood, but you have to cradle it because usually it comes really thin. But lots of boards I actually got from work because they were some companies like use really nice wood when they build art crates for art. So when we have leftover ones, you break the crate down and then chop it into wood panels out of it so you can paint on them. So I got like a whole bunch of wood panels from work, from old crates, and then I've been using those. And those little sawtooth nails are nice. It's cheap little hanging solution, so I don't have to frame them or anything. Just paint the edges. Get them on Amazon.
Okay, I think we're going to finish it there. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Yeah.
How do you feel about yours? It's looking nice here.
It's got a little way to go yet,
Yeah.
but I'm feeling more positive now than I did when I started the show, which is good. It's still got quite a way to go. I didn't do it as efficiently as I did the piece to the left of it. The piece to the left I completed in maybe 2 hours max, which is so good for time.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, size-wise, it was quite small, but completing it that fast, that's where I would like to be, completing stuff that fast. But I think I was basically in the zone when I did that. Oh, where should I post mine when it's finished? If you have artwork to post, you can post it in the RGD thread, or you can post it in, and as well as you can post it in the Artist Lounge thread. Now, to find both of those, go to reddit.com/r/artist lounge, and you'll see a thread that's basically got the same name as this. Like it will begin with Artist Lounge Podcast, 21st of September. In there, you'll find a link to the RGD, so you can post directly to the RGD, and you can also post in there as well. And let me know, and I'll try and show it right before we end. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot more positive about it. I like the direction that the eyes are going in. Teal is actually my favorite color. So I have an innate love for teal and also reds and oranges. I love them together. So I think you can see that those are the two like strongest, most saturated colors in both the pieces. So I don't know, I want to play on it a bit more, but hopefully tomorrow I can get into the zone and work on this efficiently and get something I really like. And it might not be all the way up there with the same level that I really like the left piece, but I feel like it's moving in the right direction.
Yeah, I mean, at least finding the direction and start finding the path back that you took to that piece, you know?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is that I want to do it with a lot of pieces to the point where it becomes ingrained, so it's second nature to work in a style that I really like.
Yeah, so you naturally can. Yeah, it just puts it together, anyways.
Yeah, the same way. Like I'll go and I'll sketch, and it'll be fine. Yes, you can post artwork that is completely unrelated. Also, if you do post artwork, and we haven't shown it on the podcast today, the next show will show it. So just let us know that it's there.
Yeah, it's in the next show, like come in and tell us, and then maybe put a link in that show's Artist Lounge thread, and then we can show that. It's hard because it's harder to dig on the spot. As you can see, when we switch to showing art and jump back, it can get hard and kind of confusing to know where everything is. No, I'll say goodnight to a lot of people who are heading out here. Later, Foxtrot and Miguel and Same Dog. It's really good turnout tonight. I wish I didn't screw up the painting. Shit. It's like one of the most attended ones, and all I did was say real depressing shit and then screw up a painting. Oh, that's so bad. Whoops. Oh God, I gotta turn it around next episode. And you know the worst part is part of me feels like I should just do the oils again next episode, but like do it right. You know what I mean? Like it's like that thing, like, you know, when you screw up and you're like, no man, like you have to, like, once the pain of it wears off, you got that kind of thing where you're like, I gotta get it. I gotta make it happen. Like I don't want to like I don't want the oil paint to get the best of me.
Yeah.
Me and oil paint used to be homies. I don't like it when me and oil paint fight.
Need to say. So we've got a few little updates. So This is Jen's piece. Sorry, my thing is saving and it's confusing it. There we go. This is Jen's piece. Adding in a bit of gouache here. So we started with the watercolor, well, the inks, then the watercolor, and now we've got gouache.
Oh, nice.
I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I apologize. Yeah, gouache. Gouache?
That was gouache.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah. You're pronouncing it right.
Cool, cool. I love the hair. She looks like a real person. I really like that about this piece. I feel like I could know this person. Really cool.
Yeah, there's definitely like a certain kind of intimacy to the line work and everything in that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just like where she's choosing to put the lines, like where the lines are left in and where they fade out.
And I feel like the way that the irises have been placed, so she looks right at you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that kind of makes me. The smile kind of makes it feel kind of friendly. If that makes sense. I'm not describing it very well, but I don't know. I just feel like I could just know this person and chat to her.
Yeah, I hear that.
And then we also have a Schmoonify piece playing with some color.
Oh, nice.
Let me see if I can find. Ooh. They were saying, yeah, work in progress with color. Yeah. So this is looking really cool. I like the fuzziness. Fuzzy, fuzzy, fuzzy.
Yeah, and then like the Schmoonify always brings in like the really beautiful line work in that too. It always comes together really nicely.
I'm really interested to see how it looks at the end.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, because you can see I really like the contrast change here. I think that's so good, and I'm really interested to see how the rest of the piece like uses that as well. I love that people are trying to write smiley faces and it comes up as this like crazy little face in the chat for some bizarre reason.
That's the terror face. I love the terror face.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite emojis.
And then I think there were some others on their way. Let me see if they've arrived. Yep, here we go. So this one is from Poshmo. Too lazy to put it on Imgur, sorry. Completely unrelated piece. Let me get it to load. Oh, I might not be able to show the whole thing, but I'll have to scroll. This is Poshmo's piece.
Oh.
Never miss a post from Poshmo with AGamerDraws shit.
Is that what it's called? AGamerDraws shit?
Yeah, Po's art blog thing.
That's awesome.
There you go. Very, very cute. I love the little robot. I love him. He's so cute. He's so cute.
He's so cute.
That's so cute.
So cute.
Dude, I was covered in kittens this weekend. I sat in a cage with 5 kittens on me.
What? How?
My friend has just opened a cattery and they were given a litter of kittens. And I was just sat there covered in kittens, and I was so happy.
Oh my god! I need a kitty cage to sit in right now.
I
would help so much.
I don't think I've ever been that happy before. It was amazing.
Hell yeah, Schmoonify. Share that on the next podcast. Help us remember and send a link, and then we can show it.
Yeah, definitely. To see it. Definitely.
Catch it on Instagram as well.
Okay, I'm gonna jump back. That will be the last start share. And hopefully my makeup hasn't melted. It's fine.
Oh wait, yeah. Maybe I'll switch back to the thingamajig here. Okay, let's see. What do I have to do? Oh, I have to exit this screen.
These smileys are fucking stupid. No, they're not. They're amazing. I'm gonna flood the chat with smileys now because you said
it should be everywhere.
Here, have all of the smileys. Enter.
Take every smiley ever. I gotta go back in the thingamajig.
Such emoji. Such wow. Oh, look at all the alien emojis and stuff. Look at all of this. Enter. Oh, there's more updates. How are we supposed to cope? I don't... How are we supposed to cope? Why? I showed... Didn't I show the update? I showed the gouache. Let me have a look. Okay. Okay, it's something else. Okay, right, I'm gonna jump back. If I can. Okay, I'm just gonna jump back. There we go. Share. Hopefully that's working. There you go. So this is Jen's update from last week's piece, the Shmoonify piece.
Oh, nice. There was a lot of great art happened in the Shmoonify.
I really need to go back and see all of that because that picture was so good and you could just see the potential.
So many good pieces. Everybody was just kicking ass.
I love all the little details in the hair. It was something that wait, I'm gonna make it stay on my face. There we go. It looks like I can remember very vividly exactly how the hair looked because it was something that really grabbed my attention. You've really got all the different layers in there perfectly. Very, very cool.
That's awesome. A lot of little detail to see.
Thank you for watching, Poshmo.
Thank you, Poshmo.
Oh, David's signing up for an Imgur account in order to share artwork. Maybe we should wait. Maybe we should wait.
Yeah, they got the full commitment there.
So, alright, I'll try and blag for as long as possible. So, have you got anything coming up this week?
I still got Roger David's show, aka Art Broken.
Oh, that's still going on. How long does that go on for?
It goes on for 2 months. So that can still be caught at my gallery in Oakland, FM, at fmoakland.com. This is the gallery that I run with my friends. We started it, the four of us, the labor of love and what we believe in. So when I bitch about galleries and that life, I'm not bitching about this one because this is our baby. I should clarify that each episode. There's actually two, well, actually more. There's multiple kind of gallery things going on. This is the labor of love, and his show's there, and it's an amazing show, and a really good reception, and yeah, and don't worry, I'll have plenty of photos of. Had shown some photos, I think, a week or two ago of the opening and the art and whatnot. So maybe later I can. There's going to be a second opening so it's first Friday and it's open every Saturday, and also I don't know if I have anything else to really announce right now. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And if you're in San Francisco, you can go check out my homie Joe Kowalczyk, who I started my studio with. He's in the Four Squared show at Arc Gallery in Soma. That is an awesome show and a lot of great art. So if you are a Bay Area artist or native or whatever, I recommend that you check that out. That's on Folsom Street. It's like Folsom in between 8th and 9th or something like that. That's worth seeing. So I want to give a shout out to him for sure. And yeah, those are the art shows.
Awesome.
How about you?
Well, I'm actually just going to share David's piece because it's just arrived. So I'm sharing it now. There we go. And David has said, "Here's my first pencil drawing in years. Focused on the head and didn't go as far as the neck." And I actually haven't seen David do like a drawing since I don't know, for years and years. So that's really cool to see. So thank you for drawing with us. And I actually want to point something out. There's something really cool that David does with drawings that I've noticed that he does. He used to do in like our Pokemon drawings that we do together and stuff. But by the way, David is my brother. And it's using these kind of like layers. So if you look at the hair and the way it kind of like wraps around, using these kinds of layers to add dimension, and I've always thought it's really cool. Especially I can like distinctly remember like a parrot drawing or something where he did it with the feathers, and also like a coral and seaweed and stuff. So yeah, that's really cool. So thank you for drawing with us.
Yeah, seriously. It's always so cool when people can pick up the pencil again.
Yeah, definitely do some little sketches when you feel like it. All right, I'll jump back.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelby Shrank has finished theirs. Is it uploaded anywhere? Is it uploaded? Is it? Oh my god, they're tearing my eye. They're tearing my eye. Is it uploaded? Oh, really? I have no memories of this, says David. I promise you. I promise you. You drew this parrot like years ago, and it had like these little like layers of triangles for the feathers. I remember this. I remember these things. I have some of your drawings from when we were kids in like a box somewhere upstairs. Sorry, I'm talking to my brother through the podcast. It's fine. It's like the Vlog Brothers. Oh, Kelby, is your picture uploaded? If it's uploaded, we can show it quickly. If it's not, it's uploaded. Right, where is it? Where is it? And I'll show it quickly. And that'll have to be the last one because I really need a way. Okay.
Yeah, I got paint here.
Huh?
I got paint all over my keyboard. Whoops.
Oh dear.
Yeah, oil paint does that. It gets everywhere.
Okay.
Usually it's on my forearm somewhere. Yeah, alright, whatever.
So I'm assuming that Kelby is the future's eye. I'm assuming you're the same person, right? Let me know if that's true or not. But this is so cool. I've just seen that this has been updated. Oh wow, it zooms in a lot.
Zoom in nice and close too. Now we get in the first-hand look, all the details.
Yeah. Look at that. I love that just as like a still.
Yeah, seriously.
Such a good like iPhone wallpaper or something. Really, really cool.
Yeah, there's something really kind of dreamy about that one.
Yeah, it's so powerful. And the deep blacks have been used so subtly. Add so much. So yeah, that's gorgeous. I love it. I love everyone's artwork. I don't know if I've jumped back. There we go. Was okay. We'll get confirmation from Kelby, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. Shminify said, I just realized that Sarah pulls an all-nighter every time we do one of these.
Yeah, seriously, every episode, Sarah pulls an all-nighter. Until we do some Euro episodes, and then I have to either get up early or pull all-nighters or whatever.
Yeah. What's, like, unfortunate is normally I sleep... Yes, so that was Kelby's.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Usually I sleep until 1 p.m. on a Monday, and then I wake up and then I stay awake for the full podcast. Then I go to sleep and I sleep till about 12 on the Tuesday. But lately I've not been able to stay asleep for whatever reason. Like I had a splitting headache today and I just couldn't stay asleep. So I've actually been up since 10 a.m.
Oh God. You're in Loopyville now.
And I went to bed past midnight because I didn't get in until past midnight. So
Lord. That's Loopyville.
And I wonder why I don't have time to work. God damn it. Oh well, I've got a convention to get ready for, and then I've got like a 6 a.m. flight or something.
When do you leave for that?
Friday. I leave Friday morning.
Yeah.
And it's only like a 2-hour flight, so it's fine. But I didn't want to sit on a coach. Couldn't be bothered to sit on like a 15-hour coach. I was like, a 2-hour flight. It's going to be more expensive, but I don't care.
Totally. I totally understand that.
Yeah. So I leave Friday, and then I'll set up at the show. By the way, speaking of which, my brother just said you make poor life choices. Thank you. You're amazing. I'm so glad you're part of my family. Have fun at uni. God damn you. God damn it, what was I going to say? Yes. So MCM Glasgow is this weekend. This weekend coming. So I will be leaving on the Friday and setting up on the Friday, hopefully, if I can find the convention centre. And then Saturday and Sunday, I will be there all day at the convention centre. You can find all the information about it on the MCM webpage, or just type in Glasgow Comic Con and you'll find it. The table numbers and everything were released. So I am at C, which means Comic Village, G5, which is literally in the center of the entire exhibition. So if you come to Comic-Con and you go to the middle, you will find me.
Nice.
So like the Comic Village is like a square. So if the screen is the convention hall, Comic Village is this square, and I'm right here.
So you're right in the middle of the whole damn thing.
I'm right in the middle. So come find me. I know that there's quite a few people who aren't going to be there, unfortunately. There are some other cool people. We've got Kicho Yuki will be here. Her artwork is gorgeous. Luke Searle will be there. He is absolutely hilarious. Like, if you want like really funny short comics that are just completely visual humor, Luke Searle is your guy. He does like great like chess humor and stuff like that. It's great. And then Destiny Blue's artwork will be there, but she won't be there. She's at another show or something in Belgium. I'm not sure. But so she won't be there, but her artwork will be there. So you can still buy it there. And then I'm sure if you take it to another show that she's at, she'll sign it for you. But her other half will be there managing the store for her. And then, there's going to be so many people. There's like Davy Shirley and I think Sophie Liu might be there. She does like these really cool like carousel girls. They're so cool. They're so detailed and stuff. So definitely go on the website, look up the Comic Village. We all have like little icons on the Comic Village site. You just scroll down, you can see all our little pictures. So look for someone who you like, whose styles you like, and go check out their store. There's usually like a really cool steampunk person and stuff like that. The stalls, like just going to check out the stalls is good fun because everyone really decks them out. It's great fun. So
you gotta check out one of these, man. That'd be so fun.
Oh, it's so worth it. And this will actually, if there's anyone here watching who normally sees me at conventions, you will actually be able to talk to me at this convention. Usually at shows, I'm drawing, right? And I'm usually booked up at least by lunchtime. So I'm sat there drawing the entire time. So I can't really talk to people unless you've booked an appointment with me, which is kind of weirdly diva. So this show, I'm not actually drawing because I will be manning the stall on my own, and I can't draw and sell books. So if you want to come and chat to me, you actually can. So if anyone wants any advice about making your own books, self-publishing, selling in the UK, conventions, or if you just want to chat about video games and stuff, it's absolutely fine. Drop by and I'll chill with you, and I'll give you all the time in the world until I get hungry and leave and go and eat food. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm nervous, but I'm looking forward to it. So if anyone drops by, definitely come say hi.
So the best. You gotta remember when you go to a place by yourself, that's when you end up meeting more people.
Yeah, yeah. And
you wander around, you don't know anyone, you kind of shuffling feet. There's gonna be a stone in there, and you're gonna be kicking the stone. You know, there'll be the
Coca-Cola can
side, and you'll kick that one.
Yeah.
And bump into someone's shoe, and then you'll meet them, and then the art career will rocket launch.
And that'd be history. Then yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So if anyone's down there and wants to say hey, I'd love to meet you all. Too long did not read. Sarah can convince people to help her unless it requires flying, in which case we couldn't give a damn. Thanks, bro. No, it's because all my helpers were busy.
I'm in chat right now, so when you read that, I'm like, that must be bro. That's awesome.
Shrinify says, my boyfriend loves going to conventions, so maybe next year I can join and luckily catch you at one of these. Good luck and have a great time there. Thank you. If you want to come to a convention here, I would highly recommend London MCM. It's the craziest of them all. It's the one with the most people, but oh my god, it will blow your mind. So if you guys want to come to a convention, definitely come to that and come say hi. But yeah, the next one of that is in October. It's actually quite soon, but that runs every October and May. But yeah, and I'm always at that show. So yeah, that's everything. I need to go to bed. I need to sleep.
It's time.
It is time. Thank you for watching, everyone. The artwork was stunning as always. So
yeah, it was fantastic this week.
You guys are my inspiration. I swear to God, every week you pick me up. Anyway, good night.
Whatever. Long farewell. Have a good evening and a rest.